What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's installment of Academy Gaming Weekly. We are on week 131, and what a time to be alive. Hopefully, you guys are all ready and back to be here for.
Nice.
Yeah, come on, guys. Hope you guys are here and ready for some hot Overwatch action after all of that Thanksgiving break that we got last week. We're going to see a lot of non-NA action with NA Scrims versus Spartan Gaming Hoplites as our first match of the night. And to cast all of this action, we've got Zark and Tugboat. How are you guys doing tonight, and what do you hope to see?
Hey, Zark, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. And I'm excited to see Spartan Gaming back again. These are some familiar faces. I haven't gone to see NA Scrims yet. I'm sure they'll put up a good fight, but I know that Spartan Gaming Hoplites, they have a pretty good lineup, so I'm excited to see them play again.
Yeah, like you said, we've seen Rampikes and company, particularly Bud Tugley, going to see a one member is not recurring, not coming back. We'll talk a little bit more about him a little bit later on in the cast. But yeah, Spartan Gaming, definitely a team that we've seen in AG Weekly many a time so far. Interested to see where they're going first. Oh, and we're starting. Actually, okay, not a whole lot of time to talk. We're going to go on Rialto first here, Zark.
Yeah, Rialto, it's a beautiful map, one of my favorites visually, but not necessarily my favorite to play on. It's one where the defense is heavily favored, so if you have a good defense, a staunch defense, you're in a good position to win the entire map. But yeah, Rialto, tight corridors. Lots of times we see bunker compositions to hold that first initial choke. Teams oftentimes get stuffed up before that first checkpoint. So I'm excited to get into this. It looks like we just got backed into the lobby, but I don't know. What are some of your thoughts on Rialto, FBI?
Yeah, a little strategic reset, as they say.
Yes.
I like Rialto a lot. I think I like the changes that they came through on Rialto with the changes. The payload moves quicker through the points, through the first and second points, and the choke point on the very last one is a little bit wider, making it a little bit easier for attackers to get it. They were not happy with how often attackers got all the way in. Legion Tower will be second. Kings Row will be third if we so choose, or if we do see a third game.
Yeah, so with this first game, you mentioned that they widened the streets a little bit at that first choke, but still throughout the map, really narrow corridors, which means that projectile heroes such as your Pharahs, your Junkrats, even the Hanzos, they can be really effective against what we see a lot today, those tank heavy compositions. We'll see if we're going to see any of the goats, the triple tank, triple support. Spartan Gaming Hoplites, as they're coming out of the gates, looks like they actually want to run a double sniper composition with Reinhardt and Zarya as the tank line, and then Brendipu will be on the Ana, Physics on the Zenyatta. So with this particular lineup, you really want to get those crossfire set up. You want to get the Hanzo and the Widowmaker kind of set up at different angles so they have different sight lines, making it really hard for the enemy to progress.
Yeah, if you're looking over on the side of Spartan Gaming Hoplites, all of their members have at least medium, if not long-range capabilities. Bud Tugley on the Zarya is going to be lobbing those Zarya balls there. Rampikes on the Reinhardt really going to be the only one not kept to a closer proximity. We're going to see how NA Scrims handles it in here in just a second.
Yeah, NA Scrims looks like they're running. Looks like triple tank, triple support. Red Rex on the Reinhardt going to be trying to make some space for their team, but that D.Va, they're going to have their hands cut out for them. They really need to make a lot of space, denying those high ground sight lines of the snipers from Spartan Gaming.
There's going to be big ultimates coming out from Spartan Gaming Gold that Frost is going to want to eat up between the Hanzo Dragons and the Zarya Gravitron. Big purple down bottom, actually, as we see a big charge and ends it up on Rampikes, taken out by Red Rex with a little bit of assistance of his Discord orb, and now we see NA Scrims just rolling.
Yeah, it looks like Spartan Gaming are playing very passive right now. You saw that Rampikes was the only tank really left there, but now Spartan Gaming, they're going to try and get this one last time here.
Oh, early nano boost now on 2, Bud Tugly. Now Dragons to follow it up. They are not going to let this last 3.5 meters go so easily. Charge coming in. Oh, and that's going to pull the Zenyatta ultimate instantly. Oh, we have 0.01 here. Zark, that is not going to happen very frequently as Physics ultimate ends, and the rest of Spartan Gaming going to fall on this one. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go as the team kill bell comes.
Yeah, battle of the transcendences right there. Mudkip and Physics, they both had their transcendences at the same time, but Mudkip got the value because right before Physics could pull out that transcendence, they did lose a member. So now NA Scrims, they pushed up pretty far ahead, making some space, allowing for some free cart movement. But keep your eyes on the Reinhardts. They're going to be each coming up with their shatter. That could be a big decisive playmaker here.
Two big things I'm noticing by NA Scrims. They're staying together. They have not used any ultimates except for... Oh, there goes the grab. And there's a self-destruct over the side to try and get some. That's going to be taken out. Big shield bash onto that. Reinhardt's going to set up the big 3K. We might see that one in just a second. Big team kill bell again. And again, that's only going to be 2 ultimates coming out from NA Scrims.
And we're seeing amazing team play from NA Scrims, right? Ozone with the bash. That would not have, that combo, the grab Diva Bomb would not have been nearly as successful without Ozone there playing their role perfectly. So now NA Scrims, they're in a great position. They have 3 ultimates left on the board. Spartan Gaming, they have a couple as well. They're going to be looking for that grab dragon combo in this next fight, no doubt.
Yeah, now with Rampikes up at the front, bans, and here comes the grab, and there's the Dragons. Classic, going to see it for a while. That sound barrier is going to keep them together for a while, but Nos is going to take out Red Rex, as a whole cadre of NA Scrims members falls. We're going to have 2 up here, no heals, and these tanks are going to need to get on back.
Yeah, they're going to be trying to get out of there. A late DMEC onto Frosted is going to slow this NA Scrims push down even further. They're not going to be too worried. They still have some ultimates in the bank, but, NA Scrims, they've been playing pretty aggressively. They've been playing as a team really well, and so Spartan Gaming, they need to utilize their ultimates to their advantage a little bit more, start getting a little aggressive, start capitalizing on the mistakes that NA Scrims are making with their own aggression.
Ozone pulling out that rally a little bit beforehand, trying to get the rest of NA Scrims a little bit armored up before they start this here, but now they're going into that infamous chokehold, the one that had to be opened up just a little bit. Oh, and there's the shatter right about after the shield bash. Both support ultimates coming out for the Spartan Gaming. That's going to keep everybody alive as the nano boost comes onto Rampikes. He is swinging away here and trying to find one of his own as Main's ego does fall. The new player for Spartan Gaming. Big charge, both rigs down as Red Rex falls. Hard to fight against an anti-grenade.
Nothing is sweeter than a great Reinhardt charge. Beautiful play there from Rampikes. A little bit of aggression never hurt any Reinhardts, right? They got right in there.
Usually hurts a few people, right? Especially in that case, yeah, right.
But, really what helped them a lot was physics on the sound barrier. When they were in that Graviton surge, they used that sound barrier, kept everyone alive. It allowed Rampikes to be aggressive once the Graviton wore off. And so now we see that Rampikes has another shatter online. They're going to be looking to use that in this next fight, especially if there's a big bash from mains.
Well, then, no, that's going to be kind of early there, but he's going to follow it up with a shatter. Takes advantage of his time while he is up throwing that fire strike out, but as Mudkips gets very low, Red Rex, Ozone both down, and NA Scrims will be playing off the back foot of this one. That's half their team does fall. Romanov following it up. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Here's Art.
So now, NA Scrims, they have a lot of ultimates on the board, right? I think they're going to have all 6 of them. Spartan Gaming, they have quite a few as well, but Spartan Gaming are doing a great job of managing their ultimate economy. They're spacing them out, so they're still going to have a grab Diva Bomb combo if they choose to use that in this next fight. NA Scrims, it's going to be really interesting here. They have 3 minutes, so there's plenty of time, and they have lots of ultimates to keep pushing.
And there's the rally, and there's the grab. Ozone's going to be the only one in it as a whole mess of ultimates coming out, except for Shock not going to find anything as Physics does fall. But this is going to be a lot of pushing and shoving going in here as Red Rex is going to be overpowered and just destroyed there as Bud Tugly follows it up. Not going to be... Main's down, and that team fight was very quickly decided for the side of NA Scrims after there was just a lot of damage really just transferred back and forth there, Zard.
But crucially, Red Rex, the Reinhardt for NA Scrims, did fall. They're making their way back now. This is an opportunity for Spartan Gaming to get aggressive and push back.
Yep, now they switch onto the Hammond for a little bit of... Oh, payload prominence, and Main's Ego taken out by the self-destruct over the top. This target getting very low, but now it's going to be answered by the Zenyatta ultimate. Mudkip getting everybody up as the Shatter comes down, but he's hit out of the way, not able to connect with the ground in the time that he needs. Brindy Poo down. Most of Spartan Gaming is going to be deleted here, and that's going to be... Not going to be it. There you go. Now it's going to be it. Grab coming out at the end, not going to be enough.
Wow, NA Scrims pushing ahead, getting that third checkpoint with a good amount of time left on the clock. So they're going to be pretty pleased with that particular push right there. A little less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And so, right, it's 3-0 right now, NA Scrims in the lead. So Spartan Gaming, they're going to be trying to match that score, hopefully on their side with a bigger time bank. But I think what they need to do is really start figuring out what NA Scrims' weaknesses are, because NA Scrims is doing a really great job of moving as a team, staying as a team. Red Rex, they're not getting too aggressive. They really play around the rest of their tanks. Spartan Gaming, I would like to see them change it up a little bit. I feel like their DPS weren't really getting the value. Maybe if they use something like a Pharah to do a little bit more damage, get a little more burst potential, maybe even like a Junkrat with a tire, that could really slow down this GOATS triple tank, triple support composition quite a bit more.
Yeah, the burst damage is always going to be crucial on that one. They started it out with 2 snipers off the rip, changed very quickly after NA Scrims rolled all the way, after Spartan. Wait, no, yeah, it was NA Scrims on attack, excuse me. After NA Scrims rolled on the first point very quickly and abandoned the dual sniper. Other stuff they had just wasn't really able to, sustain. There was a really, really big fight there that seemed to go on for a full 5 seconds, just lots of damage going back and forth, but GOATS is going to win that every time.
Now look at NA Scrims. They have pushed up very far. They have that triple tank, triple support. They're going right into the spawn room of Spartan Gaming.
Muffin Man on the Lucio is going to make this one possible here. He's holding on to that speed boost to get his entire team out of that if they so choose. A little bit of a wonky GOATS composition coming out from there with the Ana. Now, it looks like Spartan Gaming Gold coming out, but after they come out, they're going to be met with a rock. The back is a hard place. That's going to end poorly for them. 4 kills down and lots of ultimate charge gained by NA Scrims.
Yeah, so now we're going to see Bud Tugley pulling out the Bastion, really trying to punish this aggression. I like this play, but they got to stay alive.
Ooh. He's going to go out there by himself without Rampike's shield up in the front and going to pay the ultimate price for that one.
And so now Spartan Gaming, for NA Scrims, this is a really cheeky sort of strategy. It's always high risk, high reward, right? Because the enemy can counter it pretty easily if they are prepared for it. But looks like NA Scrims is getting the best of it so far.
My, oh my, Briggs and their whips, right? Rampike's deleted down after that, after a slightly missed charge, and now Red Rex is trying to follow this one up with the rest of his team. Main Zigo falling in this close spawn is not going to matter so far for Spartan Gaming. Ooh, big boop on a Red Rex there. Physics actually completely switched this one around. Muffin Man comes out with his own! As for Physics, this is the land of boops right here. I've seen some come off here, but not that many. Oh, Bud Tugley, no! He just wanted to join his friends! No.
Oh my goodness, Bud Tugley going for a swim. What is happening right now? This is madness. The strategy.
Yourselves, guys. What is going on?
The strategy from NA Scrims to be pushed up so far actually worked out for them spectacularly. It's rare that teams are that caught off guard, but Spartan Gaming, they took too long to counter it. Now there's only 2 minutes on the clock. NA Scrims are coming back in hard.
Yeah, with a vengeance as well. They gave up that first bridge, not going to let it keep going. Bud Tugley now out, and a whole cadre of other ultimates. Bud Tugley finds 2 as people back up into the mines, up the truck, finding the main support now for Spartan Gaming as Rampike's swinging away and taking out 2. No shields to be had here as Romanov falls, and NA Scrim is deleted.
Yeah, Rampikes has had just about enough of this from NA Scrims. They're not having it anymore. They're pushing forward. Now, NOS, they're going to have their Graviton Surge for this next fight. This needs to be really big for them to get this first checkpoint. And with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock, it needs to come out pretty soon here.
Yeah, now I like the hold here as Soundbarrier comes out, answered instantly by the Zarya grab, though. Big pile driver down there. Bud Tugly trying to get as much damage as he can, but then kind of goes off onto the side there. Redrex and Main Zico both falling here. These teams fighting 5-5 as Rally coming out for Ozone on the side of NA Scrims. Big shatter. This might spell the end for Ozone. Yeah, big charge. Whoa, nope. Kept up there actually by the force of the Rally. Ozone and Kip deleted. Physics and more trying to find it. Oh! What? Big eat there by Frosted on the D.Va, eating every single one of these mines as they come out. Romanov down, and now we're going to see Spartan Gaming rolling on in the first one.
And it all started with just a little bit early of a sound barrier from Muffman. They tried to use it as an aggressive, proactive sound barrier. It didn't really pan out because the grab came out soon after, and then that kind of all crumbled from there. The damage from Spartan Gaming, eventually got through. But crucially, NA Scrims, they're still being very aggressive and not necessarily being punished for it. Just look at this.
Whoa, as a call for aggression, and Initial appears, self-destruct over the top, not going to find anything, but 2 supports down for Spartan Gaming is not going to bode well for them. Charge over in the back, Romanov is just held on by a thread, as I say, that grab coming out against NA Scrims, that they have been switching back and forth here, but it's going to be Spartan Gaming without the supports. Now Physics back up here, that's not going to be enough, though. Yep, Mudkip's doing what a good old Zolting Zenyatta does, taking out all of those while you're invincible. 2 minutes, 12 seconds to go here, Zark.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. NA Scrims, they're very aggressive, and they're splitting Spartan Gaming up so well that it's making it hard for Spartan to really get a hold of who they need to be targeting. But look at this Rally coming out from Ozone. They're getting aggressive again.
Oh, big shatter over in the side. The Main Zico falling actually to his counterpart now as the sound barrier, or the Nano Boost comes on to. Whoa, trying to find whatever on the side here as Rampikes is still swinging away. He's got that shield now up for his team, but not going to matter. Ozone beating him down, and now without a shield, the anti. Oh, Physics! He gets the 2! They didn't pay attention to him. Physics now back with the rest of his team. What a madman, dude. Physics and Muffin, man, have just been doing this like crazy. They have been on fire most of this game here, Zark.
It is definitely Boop City. I love seeing this
Calling
play
the trolls under the bridge, man.
Yeah.
Muffin,
For real.
Now Muffin Man pays a little bit for that aggression there. Brindy Poo hitting those Ana shots, and now COS rolling. Big shatter though. Anti coming out, but not gonna matter. Main Zico falling, but self-destruct over the top. Blocked off though. This is gonna be a quick one against NA Scrims, I think.
Yeah, and look at the clock. There's a minute left for Spartan Gaming to push this all the way to the end. It's going to be really tough considering that NA Scrims have so many ultimates on the board. 4 already, coming up on Red Rex's 2 halfway there. Brendan Pooh's going to just fall off the edge of the reset. But Spartan Gaming, in order to get back into this, they need to have a really big sound barrier from Physics when Romanov's Graviton Surge comes in. And then they also have to have a big Graviton of their own. Nos, I feel like they haven't been getting as much value from their grabs as they would have liked. So I'd like to see Rampike swinging into those grabs, doing a lot of damage.
Here comes the grab. Soundmare following it up, trying to get everybody up. Bud Tugly's mines come out, and it's all around the grab, but not directly in it. Nano boosted Rampikes is trying to charge in, but boots backwards. And there's the shatter. He's got at least 2 in there, but we're going to see his opposing Reinhardt trying to force these off. Oh no, this team is all split apart. Spartan Gaming goes falling apart. That means Ego putting the first, Nas second. This is not going to bode well for them. Offense down. Ozone and Munkit both deleted, though. He's got the shatter. Comes out here, not going to matter too much, but to stall damage out for a little while as Rampike's going to get completely deleted down without a whole lot of support. Self-destruct coming over the top, and the rest of Spartan Gaming is forced to abandon point for a second. They are now back. Physics back here, and Bud Tugly knows what to do. He is foul driving down. There's another shatter. Oh my god. That is just mad. That is just madness. That's just nutty stuff there, Zark.
Absolute madness indeed. And really, NA Scrims, they're really impressing me because sure, they're very aggressive, but it's pinpointed aggression. They know exactly where they're going, who they're focusing down, and it's the lack of synergy and coordination from Spartan Gaming that's allowing NA Scrims to be this aggressive, right? When Red Rex is charging in there, sure, it's aggressive, But NA Scrims, they're giving a lot of resources into Red Rex to keep them alive after a really crazy charge. Whereas Spartan Gaming, they're not capitalizing on those plays. So ultimately, NA Scrims, they're looking very good right now. And I think that until Spartan Gaming can really counteract that aggression, they'll continue to be very strong.
Yeah. So Red Rex, we could talk about that Reinhardt play all day long, but Necro, what do you have to say about this game?
Well, I want to ask Paulsable a couple of questions about what just happened on Rialto. I want to talk about those tanks, Red Rex and Rampikes. It felt like they were just going neck and neck at each other, and I think I might have seen a record number of Earth Shatters happen. But I want to hear your thoughts, Paulsable. Was it the confident tank play from Red Rex with that aggression that allowed NA Scrims to push so far without contest? Or do you attribute their success in Rialto to something else?
I think it was that Red Rex was receiving a lot more support than Rampikes was. A lot more of the Zarya bubbles were going in the front line to Red Rex to keep him nice and healthy. And when Spartan Gaming finally switched over to that 3-3 triple tank, triple support composition, rather than the D.Va, they went for a Wrecking Ball. And Wrecking Ball, not necessarily the best replacement for a D.Va. It doesn't do anything the D.Va does. There's no damage mitigation. Sure, there's a little bit of high ground control, but that's not necessarily vital here on Rialto. So I'm not quite sure what they were thinking compositionally, and I think Spartan Gaming need to reset and get a bit more on the same page.
All right, well, I'm excited to see what is going to happen. Hopefully they can reset and get on the same page, but I'm going to throw it back to FBI Tugboat and Zark as we head into Lijiang Tower, our second map of this set.
Hey, yo. Lijiang Tower next here. We're going to be looking at Control Center, right?
Yes, sir. It's going to be the Control Center. Oftentimes we see more tank-heavy compositions, and sometimes we see some Mei walls. I'd be interested to see if we see any teams utilize that particular hero. It doesn't look like that's what we're going to be seeing here, but keep in mind that with Lijiang Tower and other control point maps, it's all about mechanical skill, right? So really, it's who can run. What it looks like is going to be both teams running triple tank, triple support. So it's who can win the minutia battle, who can win those micro plays, the bubbles, the bashes, utilizing their defense matrix to their advantage. It's all about the micro plays.
The War of 1,000 Cuts, Zark. That is what these goats composition is. Although, yeah, I know there's a difference in this is a straight goats comp between the D.Va, Zarya, and Reinhardt. I know there's a distinction. There's a distinguishments. There's differences between them. I just don't really know them that well. There's words there that I can't fully master. That's okay. Ooh, Red Rex taking a lot of damage here now. Gonna get it back up. He's swinging away. 71 to ultimate as we see a little charge away. Brindypoo being the first one to fall against that one, though. But Tugly Oliver off to the side is going to get demexed very quickly without the rest of his team. Now we see Rampikes. Oh, gets the charge on the Mudkips. Now that's not going to be enough. It looks like NA Scrims is going to be winning this one.
Yeah, a bit of a consolation prize there for Rampikes. But really, NA Scrims, they're really impressing me with how they're staying together as a team. Spartan Gaming, they looked like a little split up there. Bud Tugly on the D.Va, they were on one side of the point while the rest of the team was on the other. So I want to see Spartan Gaming playing a little bit as one unit, as one team, and moving as a group. Now, Red Rex, they're going to have their shower a little bit earlier than Rampikes. That could be huge here.
Yeah, both brigades pulling ultimate about as quickly as possible. And here's the Shatter laying down multiple Spartan, but that's going to get the big one against NA Scrim. So swinging away, Mudkip's the first to fall again here. As Rampikes just over the side, he's charging it back with the rest of his team. Ultimate by the Zenyatta keeping everybody up here as Red Fox. He's got another Shatter. Oh my god. Grab coming in by both sides as oh no! Nas taking out his counterpart and more against that one. Dan Twist, Red Rex both deleted. And we're going to see Spartan Gaming taking this one to start taking it 2-3 up to against 57%.
And it started with a beautiful counter shatter from Rampikes. Knocking down so many members of NA Scrims, and then Brendypoo with a major.
You were supposed to say it started out with a kiss. How did it end up?
Sorry. I apologize. But
that was literally perfect content.
But Brendypoo on the Transcendence. I mean, does it get more perfect than that? Keeping everyone alive, allowing them to push forward, and now NA Scrims are kind of oh no, they've split the team up again.
The rally, it comes out by both again, and now Mudkip is going to be the keeping everybody up. He does have that rally armor on top of him once he gets out to try and help take out more than just Rampikes, and now Main's Ego down both gets deleted as Spartan Gaming going to be going up to 38-39%. Oh, this is not going to bode well for them, though. This is going to be a flip back on over to NA Scrims very soon here, Zark.
Wow, and you know what? It was like a fake-out move that NA Scrims just did. They seemed like they were going around the right side of the point. If you were looking from NA Scrims side of the point, looked like they were curving around, but then they doubled back right as Spartan Gaming went to go meet them, and then they just split the team up and took them out from there. But now Spartan Gaming moving forward, they're going to have Brendypoo's Transcendence to keep them alive through Romanov's Graviton Surge again. We'll see if they're able to pull it off.
Ooh, the Shatter getting one, only Bud Tugley on the side, and he knew that Rampikes had that one, did the smart thing, backed up and blocked it. Danquist falling on that one as the charge coming in, Redrex is going to be down here as Romanov falls. It is going to be a quick battle of attrition going the way of Spartan Gaming.
Brendypoo picking up a couple clutch final blows there on the Zenyatta. Showing that they are not just a support healer, they are also a damage dealer. Really great stuff. And so now, with 53 seconds, NA Scrims, they just need to win one more team fight to win this first map on Lijiang Tower. And they're going to be going in with Dial here.
Oh my god. I feel like every time an ult comes out, they have to be answered instantly, as now the rally comes out for Danquist and company. That's the Shatter. There's the self-destruct. Not going to find anything. Just going to work as a little bit of zoning as Redrex is over in the front. Big charge. Actually, that was a good shield bash coming on Rampikes, but now with the Zenyatta ultimate, Bud Gibson transcending, giving everybody up in this one, but that's not going to be enough. Bud Tugley was trying to get back by the rest of his team, and he did get deleted. Now down here, Shatter getting blocked off by... Oh. Big charge! Andrew is playing the geometry right there, stealing the line from Hanzo and faking out a nasty charge up in the back. Muffin Man falling, and this is actually anyone's game as Grab comes out. Brendypoo is right on top of that one. Physics will have that sound barrier in a second if they so need it, but Redrex is trying to get this. He does have that Shatter. There it is! Oh, that's only going to get though with the sound barrier now. Now is keeping everybody up here. Self-destruct getting take out Nos. Actually, that's not going to bode well for Spartan Gaming Golden. Just when I thought that NA Scrims has it, here they come on, taking out multiple members of Spartan Gaming. They're going to take this one here soon.
Wow, and you know, Goats is, you know, you typically think of that tank heavy line, but I want to talk about the supports for a second. I mean, Brendypoo and Mudkip, the Zenyatas, were just getting their transcendences so quickly. And in that last team fight, I think that Mudkip's transcendence is really what turned things around for them there. You know, there's kind of a general rule of thumb that the support that uses their ultimate second usually wins out the team fight. And that's kind of what happened there. We saw Brendypoo were able to get theirs back relatively quickly, but by then they had lost some members. And so now we're on to the next map, Gardens of Lijiang Tower. Lots of Pharah being played on this one. It looks like Nas and Dan Twist might play that hero as well.
Yeah, you do like this one, Goats Comp not being as viable on these open sightlines, big open areas. Nas, Pharah, Dan Twist, Pharah, always being good counters to Goats Comp.
And crucially, Main's Ego is playing Widow, whereas Romanov is playing the Sombra. So if NA Scrims can follow up on the hacks, that can be a really big resource for them.
Yeah, Bud Tugley actually getting DMX a little bit early. He has been just really hit or miss in this one so far, especially in Lijiang, as Physics does fall. I think maybe that hack took him out there. Romanov finding the value on the Sombra already, but NA Scrims has not taken it. There they are. Now they go.
Value is right. I mean, look at that, 65% already. Shows that they are doing a lot of damage with those hacks. And, you know, Main's Ego, they were pretty quiet there on the Widowmaker. Looks like Nas is going to be switching off of the Pharah onto the Brigand. We're going to see Main's Ego switch onto the McCree as well. Looks like they want to counter Dan Twist a little bit and Romanov on the Sombra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're going to see 0 ultimates on the side of Spartan Gaming. They have just seen some switches, as you just mentioned. Main's Ego, ooh, getting a lot of damage on that one. He's going to get back with the rest of his team, but with 3 soft supports, the only burst healing is going to come in the form of Nas's shield pack. They're just kind of posturing up here, and as Rampikes does dive in, He's got that bubble covering over his opposing Winston on the other side. Is 35%. 36 comes out for NA Scrims. Mudkip's taken out by a well-placed headshot by his opposing Zenyatta, but that's going to get rezzed up here as now NA Scrims goes to 43%. Zark, take it away.
Oh man, Romanov with the EMP, the barrage finds Rampikes. Not much else. A Diva Bomb as well. Looks like that's not going to connect either. But man, Zigo finding 3 there. That could turn this around.
My oh my, he does have that high noon as we see this Diva getting demech'd and just tossed pretty quickly there. Frosted not going to pose a whole lot of opposition by herself. Now switching on over to Spartan Gaming. They're taking Tix 2-3 against 64.
Wow, Main Zigo turning that fight around in an instant with that McCree. They're going to have their Deadeye. But really, they force Romanov to change off of the Sombra. They realized that, sure, the EMP was nice. They didn't get the value they were looking for, and they were countered too hard. But here comes the high noon.
Blocked over here by Nas's shield as well. Speed boosted in there, but it's going to be answered with its own high noon. Big boop on the Romanov Physics, continuing on with the theme. 26% for Spartan is going to keep on rolling with Danquist falling pretty early here as well. Physics, no! Showing the prowess. I like it.
Physics.
Oh, no! I love it.
Wow, great stuff from the Lucias. It's always fun to see those boops. But now, Spartan Gaming, they've really turned this around, forcing NA Scrims to kind of play, looks like a composition that they might not be as comfortable with. They have triple tank, triple support, but it's Winston instead of the Reinhardt that you normally see. So, this dive composition from Spartan looking pretty good. Floats?
I'll take it from anybody willing to help out here. As the Zenyatta ultimate does come out, Medkip's trying to keep everybody up. We got an Angry Monkey. He's pushing everybody off, and he's trying to get them over onto the self-destruct. Not going to find anything on that one, though. Medkip's over on the side trying to do battle with this McCree. He's actually doing pretty well for it there. Now it's going to be Brindy Poo's turn to transcend and keep everybody up as that's... Oh, my goodness. My. That healing not going to be enough on that one as Nos does fall. Brindy Poo deleted as soon as he gets done with that one. But with Spartan Gaming, they're finding a lot of value on this one. Physics is going to try and stall this one out and get up to ultimate as they go up to 87, 88%. Redvex and company trying to find something there.
And you know what? But Spartan Gaming, even though they lost that, it's still not a huge loss because look at this. They're at 90%. That's almost a one-team fight win. Maybe NA Scrims can get back in if they lose this next team fight. But Main Zigo, they're going to have their high noon. Physics has the sound barrier to protect themselves and any, gravitons we might see from Romanov in this next fight. So Spartan Gaming, they could potentially take this fight back if they use their ultimates correctly.
90-90 now here, but this is going the way of NA Scrims as Danquist does pull that rally. We're going to try and see if it's 12 o'clock again, and it is for the Muffin Man. Main Zigo finds one there, starting this fight 5-6 for the Spartan Gaming. Getting very low here. Mudkip's forced to pull out that Transcendence to keep everybody up. Nobody can be falling on the side of him so far as the sound barrier does come out, but that's going to be answered with the Zarya grab and self-destruct on the side. Finds a big triple, but ugly deleted down by Danquist and company, and it looks like NA Scrims is going to be securing this one as well. 2-0, Spartan Gaming fallen.
Frosted coming up so huge with that Diva Bomb. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, sure, Romanov, the Graviton Surge grouped them all together. There was no bubble left from Rampikes to protect anyone, and it was all over from there. But wow, great play. And it started off so promising for Spartan Gaming too, right? They found Muffin Man at the very beginning with Main Zigo's high noon. And that was a great opening for them to push forward. But wow, NA Scrims, they just really pulled it back together, and Frost just had a beautiful Diva Bomb at the end.
Yeah, obviously set up by the well-placed Zarya ultimate. Watching that play of the game made me realize that that was just good awareness by Physics, noticing that everybody else was going to go and fall, right? It was just, they were just trying to reset, but he got that boop off on the end, making sure that he gets all that damage in the world, all this ult charge in the world. So we're gonna see. That's not tied up now, is it?
No, it's all over. NA Scrims won both of those games.
Well done. That's gonna be the first time that this caster has had the pleasure of casting NA Scrims, taking out Spartan Gaming in the first round here. We're gonna switch on over the desk and move on to the next round.
All right, so big congratulations to NA Scrims for having non-NA gameplay and taking the first round of this AG Weekly. But Pulsable, I've got to ask you, both teams on Lijiang Tower in that last map ended up switching over to triple support. We did see that triple support come out from Spartan Gaming Hoplites in response to Pharah. But then we also saw NA Scrim switch over to the triple support. So was it the differences in comp that decided this, or was it just overall gameplay?
I mean, it's kind of just how the meta is right now. There's a reason that the DPS player is the one to flex onto that Brigitte, right? Brigitte, not just a support, not just a tank, but pretty much does anything and everything you want. Such a powerful character right now. It's rare that we see a comp in this meta that doesn't have a Brigitte and succeeds when it comes to this level of Overwatch. It's a good amount of damage, a good amount of healing, a good amount of health. It's just pretty much everything you need. And it's hard to run into it's hard to run a composition that doesn't need a Brigitte, especially on Lijiang.
Yeah, so Lijiang just in general you think is a good Brigitte map. And
I think it's
it's
a great triple tank, triple support map, right? And
Yeah.
I was surprised we didn't see more triple tank, triple support when we got to Gardens, to be honest. I was a little, it was a after watching so much Contenders this week where it's mostly maps where DPS aren't horribly viable outside of Doomfist and Sombra. It was refreshing to see a Widowmaker and a Pharah, albeit extremely temporarily.
Yeah, even with the dive tanks, I like how the meta has shifted from dive on that map over to the triple tank, triple support. But we will be right back after a short break to bring you more action for this Academy Gaming Weekly number 131. Welcome back, everybody, to Academy Gaming Weekly. It is our 131st installment, and we are back looking at some action between NA Scrims and GCU Gaming. We just saw NA Scrims go 2-0 against Spartan Gaming Hoplites, a team that has been prominently dominant in Academy Gaming. So it's really exciting to see this new blood take over and show us what they've got. But we are going to be going into top 8 now. With NA Scrims and GCU Gaming, casted by Possible and Beatdown Boulevard. How are you two doing tonight?
Doing fantastic.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I'm digging the
boy.
So
accent.
glad to hear it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we from Jersey now? Or
A
is
little
it
bit,
Jersey?
maybe.
Okay.
No.
No?
That's so far away from me. But you know what's
Okay.
not far away from me? Grand Canyon University, where this
Oh.
this new team is going. I've seen these guys play. They've played my. They're pretty good. I think they're top 10 or top 15 in the TESPA series right now. So
Okay.
definitely a team to watch out for.
Sounds interesting. I wonder.
I think.
Yeah, right?
Don't quote me on that.
No, it's too late. You've been quoted, good sir.
Oh no.
I'm gonna fact check you as soon as this game's over.
Oh boy.
That's right. Gonna put you on blast to my 7 Twitter followers.
No, not the 7.
But anyway, map pool. What is it, Possible?
Well, first it's gonna be Busan, the newest
Oh.
Overwatch map. Then we're gonna head over to Dorado, and if it's tied up after those 2 maps, we're gonna see some Watchpoint Gibraltar. You know?
I do. Big fan. Still trying to figure out my feelings on Busan, but it's still pretty interesting to see what kind of comps team run. It seems like it's pretty, I want to say flexible. It's not like, hey, run 3-3 every round. It's run 3-3 this round, maybe some dive on that round, you know.
Maybe some Doombra, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
some Brig McCree. If
Some,
you
some Bree.
you know, watching the no, we're not calling it. That's dumb. We're not doing that.
Oh, buddy, I just thought of that. I'm using that now. That's great.
That's
Just-
nobody's gonna know what that means.
Oh, they'll get it. Oh, they'll get it.
I don't think so. You know?
Yeah,
I don't know if I agree with that.
it's fine. It's fine. What do you
Okay,
mean?
okay, wait, I got it.
you
Actually,
got it?
wow, they are 4th place in the
Wow.
TESPA series right now. So
All right, great. We
Very
already
strong.
have more
Although,
people on this stream that follow me on Twitter, so I could just put you on blast right there. We had Possible quoted saying top
technically
10
I
to
said top
15.
10.
Yeah,
I said
and this-
top 10 or top 15, and
That's
they
worse.
technically are both. Technically, so you know,
okay. You know what? I'll give you that.
I wasn't wrong.
You're right.
So,
now we have.
who needs to be put on blast now, huh?
I still say it's you, so you shouldn't be asking me that. But you know what? I'm gonna ask you instead. Why don't you tell us what round of Busan we're on?
Well, we're on the downtown round. It all rhymes.
It does.
But,
I like it.
You know, this is one of the fun maps here on Busan. I think they're all fun, to be honest. But
Fair
you know,
enough.
this is one where we see a little bit of variation in contenders. It's been a lot of 3-3 with the Stin variant, but we also see the Reinhardt variant, the classic one. We also have been seeing a lot of Widowmaker. You set her up on that high ground. There's some things you can do on this map.
Oh yeah, definitely love to see it. And you know, I guess I actually forgot that Ash is out here now because you know it's just it's the AG Weekly. We don't have control over what patch it is, so we got the double sniper comp here from NA Scrims. I really hope they're going to swap up this tank line because this is really confusing me a little bit. But
I think they're gonna swap up a lot here from NA Scrims. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just a bit of a debate, you know.
Widow Brigida. That is interesting. And Romanov on this Widow, a little questionable dealing with GCUE's, you know, 3-3 composition. So much beefy tanks here. Few targets for the Widow to really pick. You know, Romanov's going to have to land all the shots.
Yeah, well, there's not going to be many people to contest him if he can find some nice angles, dealing down a lot of damage at the moment as GCU try and move up. Pop goes down first. Romanov finds 2 to open this one up for NA Scrims to just get aggressive and clean GCU out of here.
You're not expecting the Widowmaker to be taking out the Reinhardt, but that's exactly what Romanov's doing and exactly what NA Scrims need. They now have the point. It is in their favor. And, you know, now they have to push into this Widow copy. This might actually play into the advantage of, you know, Romanov and NA Scrims here. Now, we're going to see some swaps, though. GCU had enough of Romanov, like right off the bat. Swaps to more dive 3-3 composition. So, you know, still have Soda here onto the Zarya. Going to be bubbling himself and teammates. Gonna see how that plays out.
And you know, this is a relatively smart way to rotate when it comes to that Widowmaker, not giving her that many sight lines. Romanov does have the infra sight up at the moment. It's not going to give him a whole lot of information, so I'm not going to use it. The dive comes in, but Pop is kind of all alone here on the point. GCU very much split up at the moment. Redrex doing a good job of disrupting them. GCU finding a little bit of trouble trying to get in here. They're going to push in with the Transcendence. D.Va Bomb coming down onto the point, not going to find any kind of value. And now NA Scrims, having pulled ults out of GCU, going to get aggressive behind the Transcendence. There's still Sound Barrier on the field. No deaths as of yet for either side. Both teams sustaining very well, but that's ultimately going to be favoring NA Scrims. Finally, Ozones go down, but they trade Brigida's out. GCU get the cap mid-fight now and have actually set themselves up very well to hold on to this.
Still a very good stall out of NA Scrims now. They're at 65%. Got a lot of ults out of GCU as well. So, you know, they're not as well equipped as they might like to be to hold this for, you know, a long, undetermined period of time. But still, they have the Primal Rage. They have the Graviton Surge. Provided the Grav's not eaten, you know, GCU have a good chance to, you know, hold on, cycle some ultimates, and maybe take this all the way to 100.
Oh, especially with Muffin Man going down so early. Now Grav up onto the high ground. Not a whole lot of follow-through, but more than enough to find the tanks of NA Scrims. And now they're just going to go for the full reset.
Well, this might be exactly what GCU Esports needs right now. The ball is starting to roll. Teammates are on fire. They're about to come up to a key support ult. They have the bomb. You know, this might be going somewhere Pulsable. Now, NA Scrims doesn't really have anything to work with except for the trans, so it's really going to be, I think, about who gets the trans out first and finds the most value out of it.
Yeah, well, NA Scrims not going to waste any time. They push in very hard, deal a lot of damage down onto Sub-Zero Saudi. Legend 27, Sub-Zero has to use the self-destruct, but it goes way over the top, and he goes down for it. A late Transcendence, not going to save him or Legend 27, who's booped off the side. Now, NA Scrims have recapped the point, and with half of GCU down, they're going to hold on to it for quite a bit longer.
Good target prioritization from Frosted, taking down Sub-Zero while the bomb was going out. Unfortunately, Sub-Zero hiding around the corner means that Frosted was also protected by the cover. Took him out. He could not remech, and, you know, D.Va's gone. That's a lot of damage gone from your team. A lot of damage mitigation as well. And plus, the bomb found nothing, too, so it became a very key 6v5. Now we're in last fight potential, and the Grav is coming out.
Grav with the bomb. No Reinhardt to shield him. Frosted finds 3 and a D.Va mech to shut this one down. And a Scrims poised very well to take this. I don't even think anyone can touch. No, they will not. NA Scrims going to claim downtown.
Frosted first this kill, and then that huge 3.5 D.Va bomb. Exactly playing the way his team needs to be doing, finding so much value off of this D.Va pick. Much more than the counterpart on the other team here, and that's exactly what you want to be doing here. That's what you want your D.Va to be doing.
Yeah, D.Va's still an important hero in this meta. You know, never going to be, unless they nerf D.Va into the ground, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing D.Vas forever and ever and ever here in the game of Overwatch. That damage mitigation, too valuable, but what's more valuable is playing together, and it does seem like Frosted and Redrex on a little bit more of the same page than the opposing tank line.
Definitely have to agree with that. The tank play in general from NA Scrims is definitely impressive, to say the absolute least. And now, similar comp they're running before, and we're seeing the dive come in right now.
Oh. Well, the dive comes in, and Pop actually got split off, but Redrex is the first one to fall. It's a player advantage here for GCU, but they're not poised very well to take advantage of it. Now they're going to push in. They're going to fight a lot of damage onto Romanov and Mudkip. NA Scrims on the back foot. Managed to not lose any players. Now Redrex back here on the Reinhardt, trying to get a little bit more brawl damage onto the opposing team. But meanwhile, GCU have capped the point. It may all be for naught here as they lose 2 players. NA Scrims pushing into them, finding a lot of brawling value. But GCU not going to give this one up, not going to give it over. The Transcendence comes out, but it's countered by Mudkip's Transcendence on the side of NA Scrims. Now, despite the first cap coming out from GCU. It's going to be NA Scrims cleaning this one up and finding the stability here on Mecha Base.
All right, I gotta walk you all through something really quick here. Red Rex in this first fight dives too deep, dives so quick that, NA Scrims managed to back out and poise themselves. Red Rex comes back quickly on the Reinhardt, sets himself up for an even better tick. And like you said, that tank cohesion, the focus fire comes in, and suddenly NA Scrims flips the fight in their favor. Both teams use the trance, so they aren't going to have it, but tanks are definitely favoring NA Scrims right now. And the grab's out.
Oh, grabs out a bomb, sitting right next to it, going to find one. Oh, but Sub-Zero's finds two. It's still an even fight here on the point, but Red Rex gonna look to even that one out behind the sound barrier and a shatter of his own. Oh, man, Sub-Zero trying his best, but NA Scrims holding strong.
I like, especially from Red Rex here, not afraid to invest ultimates. You know what? They know they want to hold this point. They're in the lead. They want to keep this lead. He throws out the shatter. No hesitation. Knows he can charge it back quick. I like that confidence, but I hope it doesn't bite NA Scrims back in the butt. Sodi has the Graviton Surge here, so that could come really big for the team, especially with Red Rex going down.
Yeah, Red Rex finding too much damage. That Zenyatta Discord being the downfall of NA Scrims main tank. Now GCU just waltz themselves over onto the point. NA Scrims back up for a minute. Mudkip actually gets a frag onto Pop here as Red Rex is back in the fight. NA Scrims, a beautiful bit of discipline, going to mean they're going to push forward and get this recap soon. They've already DMX Sub-Zero, and they're not going to stop there. DPS Jeff, Legend 27, they're all falling down for GCU. And NA Scrims, that was some nice shot calling right there.
Without a doubt, Red Rex goes down early, immediately, like you said, with discipline. They back off and they get out of the way. Red Rex comes back, they get the exit kill onto Puff. So this is just great team play from NA Scrims right now. They are all on the same page, and it's a sight to behold. But still, grabs are up for both sides, and we see it from Sodi.
Yeah, the grab immediately decimates Red Rex, and now Muffin Man going down as well. With the Transcendence coming out from Ninja Cat, GCU poised very well to get this flip, but they got to be careful, stay on the point, they got to lock this one down, and it's 96%, but GCU going to hold on to it for now.
Well, here's the beauty of it. If you're NA Scrims, you got looks like we got a game crash for somebody here.
Oh, that was almost very well timed. Here's the beauty of it. You got a pause. Oh, well, oops. Oh, well.
I wish I was that light on my feet. But either way, we still have time to talk about what we're seeing right here. NA Scrims, yeah, they lost the point here, but they're at 96%. They still have 4 ults. They got the grab out of Sodi. I think that was the most important part of this next fight because that was going to give them the most trouble. But now, NA Scrims has a grab of their own. They have a shatter. They have the self-destruct, the Transcendence. They basically almost have everything. Even Ozone will soon have the rally. Like, they're looking great.
The ult economy heavily in favor of NA Scrims as they try and push back in here. And they've been finding a lot of value out of their ultimates today as well. I've yet to see a support ult or a tank ult where I just looked at it and went, what? Why would you press Q there?
That's true. Yeah, I actually really like the ult uses from both sides. It's definitely impressive here, but still, it seems like not just the economy. I feel like NA Scrims, they did it in the last game too. I was watching. They always managed to swing, come back from a deficit from just, I want to say, just pure team play.
Yeah, and I think it's a compositional thing as well. Something I was discussing with a few other analysts on Saturday was the difference between a Reinhardt Goats comp and a Monkey Goats comp, right? And the main difference is with the Reinhardt Goats comp, you have that higher burst damage with the Reinhardt swings. You really want to get aggressive and find that value in it soon, because if you allow a Winston Goats composition to just dance around you, it will find the value onto your supports and your backline before you can. And that's sort of, NA Scrims doing a very good job of getting that aggression in and not letting GCU poise themselves up.
For sure, keeping them on the back foot is exactly what you want to be doing, and so far it's been working out for them really well. Looks like this pause is about done. Pop is back in the game. Is going to be swapping to this Winston. I was going to say Roadhog. He almost got me.
Oof.
We gotta wake up pretty early to full Beatdown Boulevard. But now, last fight, NA Scrims hoping to bring GCU to Beatdown Boulevard and close out this map.
Yeah, ooh, Shatter gonna help him find that to go to the floor. The point has been capped by NA Scrims in the meanwhile, though, and now GCU going down all over the place. Self-destruct coming out, but not finding any kind of value. The wick burns away, and NA Scrims going to take our first map in this series.
Amazing. You know, just through sheer ult economy, they win this last fight. You even see Mudkip use the Transcendence just to survive the D.Va Bomb, just to make sure he's there for that last fight. But unfortunately, no one could even touch the point there. And, you know, as he said, the wick burnt out. And so far, it just seems to be favoring NA Scrims right now. But let's see what Necra and Zark think.
All right, Zark. So I feel like tonight we've seen a lot of well-timed clutch support ultimates, and you said it yourself when we were watching NA Scrims in their first round of the night that all the Zenyattes had all the ultimates all the time. Is it the players that are enabling the teams, or is it the team play that is enabling the support players to keep both of these teams competitive?
Yeah, I'm going to give a little bit of a cop-out answer. I'm going to say both, right?
That's fine.
Because, you know, it's give and take, right? When you have those tanks who are getting really aggressive, the supports are going to need to bail them out by pulling a lot of resources in, and then they're just going to get a lot more ultimate charge and be ready for when the time comes to act on it. But those support players are doing a really great job of enabling those the rest of their team, because they know, okay, this Graviton's coming out, I need to have my Transcendence for that. This big other ultimate's coming out, I need to have my defensive ultimate to save the team. So definitely the players, the support players are enabling the rest of the team, but the rest of the team is giving them so many opportunities to get that ultimate charge that it's really just playing off of each other. So it's really doing well for both these teams. But NA Scrims, they really have a great understanding that compositionally, when there's no Reinhardt and it's a Winston in that triple tank, triple support, they can use that Grav D.Va Bomb combo to really destroy teams, and it's working out well for NA Scrims.
It absolutely is, and we're going to see even more of those Grav D.Va Bomb combos as we move into Dorado. So, with that, we will have Pulsable and Beatdown Boulevard show us to Dorado.
Thank you very much, Necra. All the way down to Mexico we go. Beautiful, beautiful sea view over the coast. Don't you think, Beatdown?
I do. I also think you could have said "we know" at the end, and it would have been a sick rhyme.
Well, I don't got time. I don't got that time. I messed even that up. That one was easy. Even that I messed up.
You're doing fine, buddy. Don't worry.
Well, hopefully teams are going to be doing fine as we head into Dorado. Map with a lot more high ground, so we'll probably see that Winston variant if we see the GOATS comp come out. But right now, GCU on the defense showing us a double sniper. Oh wait, nope, that's NA Scrims. They have swapped sides. Don't listen to me.
Oh wow, yeah.
It will be
Do not ever.
Yeah, it is Romanov and Ozone from NA Scrims that will be doing the double sniper. GCU seem to be coming out on that Winston GOATS.
Yeah, you know, the interesting thing about it is they're running double sniper dive, not the typical defense here you see on Dorado. It's usually the Orisa D.Va composition here, but they want to run for the counter dive. The aggressive style that they have is definitely not a surprise. Ooh.
Oof! Romanov finding a beautiful pick on to DSP Jeff. Not going to stop the cart for now, as NA Scrims, the tank line, had to go back and get some health. But you know, it's a nice feel-good shot for Romanov. Up all the way up to 70% on that infra side already. Now Redrex gonna find a lot of damage. There's a beautiful Bionade coming out from Muffin Man. Stops GCU in its tracks, and now they're getting caught up in this tiny little room and just ripped to shreds a little bit. Sub-Zero losing the mech. The dive goes in from Redrex. Even the Brigida cannot stop him. Romanov shutting Sub-Zero down, and now GCU in a very awkward position.
So far, NA Scrims playing this beautifully. They understand exactly how you want to run this defensive dive. And although the aggression
Maybe
was
not.
definitely in the right place, getting caught out by the Legend 27 on the Brigitte is not something you want. Brig has too much sustain. Unless you're going to burst her down, it's not going to work out for the Illidan. Finding value yet again. You know what was looking a little bad here for GCU might actually be them capping the point now.
Well, you know, fun fact, if you walk into a room and you're a monkey, and there's a Zarya, a Brig, and I believe a Zenyatta in there, it might not end well for you.
Really?
It might not.
I feel like that's debatable.
I mean, we just saw it come to fruition, right? Speaking of things that won't end well, a lone dive onto the high ground from Pop gets shut down. Now a dragon out, actually a little bit low into the ground. They're not going to find any value as NA Scrims try to stall this one out. GCU gonna re-engage off the back alley. They've got that armor, and now they've got a sound barrier shield over it to just get as aggressive as they can be. They find Ozone. 6v5 in favor of the boys from Grand Canyon, but they lose DSP Jeff. It's still trades going either way here. Still anybody's fight. A lot of ultimates for GCU to work with, and the self-destruct rather comes out so Sub-Zero can remake, but he gets domed by Romanoff. Now NA Scrims feeling themselves here, gonna push up and halt this cart progress for the moment as GCU try and get back in this.
Oh, and the grab eaten.
A grab eaten, and now a self-destruct coming back the other way. Sodi found no value, and NA Scrim's going to capitalize. The confidence is all there, and they're gonna shut GCU down.
That's very bad for GCU right now. Sodi needed to land that grab with Sub-Zero, you know, not in the fight at the moment. That was what GCU needed to keep this cart moving, but instead it gets eaten, they get halted, and now, you know, time's running out. They only have the Primal and the Trans. Luckily, NA Scrims are pretty much in a similar boat, minus the minus the Primal Rage rather. So this is still looking okay for GCU. They might have a chance to pull this together, but still, Muffin Man is getting close to the sound barrier as well here. So in a longer fight, NA Scrims, as usual, will win.
An interesting rotation from GCU. Actually swaps the sides a little bit, but it doesn't gain GCU the high ground. So really all they've done is wasted some time here. Transcendence is coming out both ways, but Ninja Cats is later, and therefore ideally better. Muffin Man going to find that out the hard way as he is removed from the battle, sent back to the spawn room. Romanoff sent back there as well. Legend 27 finding tons of value on this Brigitte. Finds 3 and makes it so his team can push on in here.
So I was about to say, Romanoff should reconsider this Widowmaker. He's going to make the swap onto the Zarya. Not a lot of value to be found in this damage or in the strategy NA Scrims are running right now. You know, they jump right on. They have the Trans. Oh, and actually, speaking of it, the fight's going to go right now.
Yeah, Sound Barrier comes out as NA Scrims push in. It nets them a little bit of longevity, but it doesn't net them any kills as the Sound Barrier comes back out the other way from DSP Jeff. Now Redrex going a little too far into the backline, taking down Self-Destruct into the backline, finds one. Devastating man disadvantage here. Frosted trying to restabilize, finds a kill onto Ninja Cat, but it's still GCU with the advantage. A grab comes out, locks up Romanoff, but this the Transcendence from Mudkips there to sustain as NA Scrims push this one back and force GCU out yet again.
I don't know if I would call what Red X is doing, you know, an emergency wrecking ball. They aren't exactly in the worst position right now. It might just be, hey, we're going to try this. So now, I don't know if we've seen the 3-3 with the wrecking ball as the main tank, but here it is, Balls.
So either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm not
a...
Would you call it boats for ball goats? I don't know.
Absolutely would not. I'm just going to call it 3-3. So Red Rex, wow. Good play here. All this focus fire coming out. And, you know, the Zarya acts like a DPS, so there's definitely a lot of value in this strat. Red Rex getting focused down right now. We're going to see the Trans come out false duel.
Yeah, Ninja Cat throws that one in nice and early, keeps GCU alive, but it bet he wishes it has it back as the graph comes out. Minefield to follow it up, and GCU find no way in here as Red Rex gets that nice quad with those mines.
Ninja Cat definitely searching his belongings for the receipt on that Transcendence because, boy, does he wish he had it back. Because using that early made them so susceptible to the Graviton Surge. And you saw it. The proximity mines absolutely shredded through GCU Esports.
30 seconds
Yeah, GCU realizing that what they're doing isn't working, going to go for a late swap onto the Sombra. Sodi gonna find it hard to work up to an EMP. Redrex right now just giving GCU's backline a little bit of trouble. Not gonna take too much damage or be punished for it either. Pop, meanwhile, taking a lot of damage. Sodi as well. It's looking like dire straits here for GCU to try and stay in this one. A self-destruct takes out Ninja Cat as well. And DMX Sub-Zero, both tanks down now for GCU. Both healers as well. It's desperation time, and it's not gonna work out. NA Scrim's gonna hold right here under the archway. A little bit past the archway.
Yeah, let's call it archway in a bit. Good, great defense actually from NA Scrims. You know, one thing I really like about D.Va bombs is when they have purpose. You know, you're throwing them out for a reason. You see a lot of D.Vas who will just throw the bomb, and it's like, oh yeah, maybe this will do something, but not Frosted. Frosted, there's always intent. You know, he's keeping track of where the enemies are. It's like, you know, Winston just used the jump, or D.Va just used Jet. Boom, gonna throw this. Gets
almost
sounds
like some weird crime you'd hear about on Law and Order. Self-destruct with intent.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. That's definitely you know, murder in the first degree.
Yeah, a lot of first degree murder here going on. That's kind of how the game works, you know.
I don't know. The way some team plays, I would sometimes just call it manslaughter.
Oh dang,
Yeah,
beat
that's
down. I think you just committed manslaughter against those teams.
Oh no, there was intent. I will take nothing less than first degree.
Fair enough. Well, we'll see who's going to play to the higher degree here on Dorado.
I love
as
it.
GCU come out here on their defense with, it looks like, just standard on a goats.
Yes, yeah, pretty much nothing too crazy, innovative, and sometimes that's okay. You know, you wanna play the basics. You play it well, that'll work out for you. NA Scrims doing the opposite of that, teasing us with the Torb. They got the Sombra dive. Actually, they have the Sombra with the Brig, so not a lot of DPS here. So the only way they're really gonna get a lot of things done is like their focus fire has to be pristine.
Yeah, GCU finding the better focus fire at the start. They push in aggressively and already shut down Ozone. Now GCU just decided to set themselves up on the point, but they don't want to get too cocky here. They're going to play this a little bit carefully as a hat comes down onto Sub-Zero. Going to be pretty much fine, though. NA Scrims trying to play around this high ground. Frosted giving a little bit of pelting down into GCU's backline. Contested a bit, but NA Scrims struggling to find a way in here. Like you said, they don't have a whole lot of damage against this composition, so they're mostly relying on that Sombra to find a valuable hat. GCU playing very defensively, giving some ground up so that they can sustain. NA Scrims get it onto the archway, but they're going to struggle to get in here right now.
Well, yeah, like, the only space they're getting is because GCU is just carefully backing off here, but now they're armored up. They have no reason to back off, and they're making the push.
Yeah, takes so much damage, has to pop the primal as he was bioed. Now self-destruct over the top, and an EMP to combo with it. Finds 3, and a D.Va mech. Oh, beautiful team play coming out from Frosted and Romanoff. Love to see those Qs combo.
This is what I'm talking about, Pulsable. Frosted Qs with intent. That bomb all planned out. Romanov goes with the EMP. You already see him jetpacking over that archway. Throws the bomb out. Confidently lands 3 as he knows he should.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Sodi gonna land some nice damage onto Muffin Man. Shut down the NA Scrims push. They were getting a little too overzealous in the fact that they managed to cap point A. Now GCU gonna come back in here. They've got ults to work with. They're gonna commit the grab. First and foremost, a Transcendence to keep them nice and healthy, but it's hard to do that against a D.Va Bomb. They managed to get away from it as the D.Va Bomb was just a little bit late. Now NA Scrims, behind a rally of their own, gonna try and get back in here. They shut Legend 27 down before he can use his rally, and with Sub-Zero going down as well, decide to the nano onto Pop, and now Sound Barrier as well to sustain Ninja Cat. Not going to find enough health off that Sound Barrier. Yet another self-destruct out from Frosted, maybe a little too far back into the lines there. This is going back and forth, but NA Scrims looking to stabilize and shut that down. They find 2. It's advantage fully in their favor right now. And despite Ozone going down, it's going to be NA Scrims pushing this one up.
A lot of that has to go, like, great team play from NA Scrims, but GCU are making some questionable plays right now. You were in their spawn, you didn't need to grab, you didn't need to bomb, and now you don't have it for the fight where they start turning it around. Like, look at this, look at the ults now. GCU have nothing. NA Scrims have 2, almost 4 ults, and Romanov was probably going to get that EMP anytime now.
Yeah, it's going to be fighting an uphill battle as GCU try and come into this. Trades go both ways, but now Muffin Man loses the the sound barrier rather, as he tried to pop it. NA Scrims going to be wishing they had that one back in their tool belt. Frosted over the top with another self-destruct, only going to net a Baby Diva kill and some nice Zarya charge for Sodi. Both teams still trading this one out on point, but GCU with a bit more sustainability and tankiness going to stabilize on this defense.
It's still very impressive how far NA Scrims have brought this, despite playing a comp against the triple tank composition where you don't have a lot of damage. It's all about the team play. It's all about capitalizing on the hacks. And speaking of, Romanov has the biggest hack of them all, the EMP. And look at where the cart is. They're almost at the end here with more than 2 minutes. They have the ults. They can make this happen. If they can shut down Sodi before he can use the grab, that's that. And they do it.
Yeah, the EMP comes out. The follow-through just barely comes out onto Ninja Cat. GCU were split up a little bit, but now Sodi's down as well. Still no grab coming out. Ooh, gonna be wishing he had the ability to press Q, as NA Scrims going to clean up here. They're so close to the end. Can anyone from GCU even stall this out? It's going to be difficult with that bomb, and it won't happen. NA Scrims, yet again, lock this series down 2-0.
What a great play from these teams. You could tell it was all intent. Romanov made sure to hack Sodi. No grab coming out because he immediately got focused. And, Zarya as a slow walker is not going to make it back to spawn. Sorry, make it back from spawn. Real quick, let's just appreciate this frosted bomb. That's the thing. I want to start. We should trademark that.
Is funny because the moment like that happened, and you said, this is what I'm talking about with these beautiful frosted bombs. He started just lobbing him into the back line. Like, yeah, let me prove him wrong. Let me just, But, he found the value when it mattered. So that's
exactly
all that matters.
Clutch player.
To speak about all of these players, we're going to throw it back over to Necra and the boys on the desk.
Well, that was incredible gameplay, and we're going to see NA Scrims get another 2-0 as they continue forward in this Academy Gaming Weekly. But we have to talk about the Ball Goats, or Boats, as I want to call it. I really thought that NA Scrims had met their match in terms of aggressive tanks. Pop really getting in there as Winston and as Reinhardt, charging forward and leading the team, and sometimes getting punished for it. But what did GCU Esports really need to do to break through that formidable defense, do you think, Sark?
Yeah, it was really tough for GCU Esports. NA Scrims just play so cleanly, whatever composition they're running, they make sure they're combining their ultimates at the right time, like that frosted bomb at the end, right? You saw the EMP come out and then that bomb. It's plays like that. It's the team synergy that NA Scrims have. Sure, GCU they like you said, very aggressive tanks as well. They were playing pretty strongly, but ultimately at the end of the day, NA Scrims just seemed to have a leg up compositionally, and I think that's what ultimately led to the victory.
So, do you think that there were any compositional changes that GCU Gaming could have made in order to break through and give a even more competitive drive in this last map of Dorado? Or does it really just come down to NA Scrims is playing better and playing well together?
I think part of it is that NA Scrims are just playing really well, but I think that we could have seen GCU counter that Sombra play a little bit more. I think that countering it came a little bit late. So maybe something like McCree, for example, making sure their Brigitte is focusing the Sombra a little bit more. But I think that was a really big factor, especially when GCU were on the defense.
All right. Well, we're going to take a little bit of a quick break, but before we get to that, I just want to give you a little bit of a score update on what's going on the other side of the bracket for Academy Gaming Weekly. We've got New Epic Elite and Spartan Gaming Cavalry that are at the semifinals. So one of those two teams will be meeting whoever is on this half of the bracket at the finals match for Academy Gaming 131. But after this break, we will see who is going to be playing against NA Scrims, whether it is Zooey Mama 2.0 or Hot Dad Esports. But we'll be back very soon. Welcome back, everybody, to Academy Gaming Weekly, installment number 131. Where we are waiting to see more non-NA gaming from NA Scrims and the other side of the Academy Gaming bracket. But before we go into that, we have to talk about something, and it is something that we just saw between the match of NA Scrims and GCU Esports, and that's Scroats.
No.
Talk to me
No,
about it.
what? No,
Don't call
no.
it that.
I wonder if she was gonna say it this whole time. Ball drop,
Don't
bomb
be
drop.
weird about it.
Curious. I'm like,
Alert
oh,
the
what are you
FTC.
talking about?
All right, that's
We're
it.
at the
We're-
FCC.
Channel's
AJ
getting
Weekly's
shut
over.
down.
It's done. It's over.
Inappropriate content.
TOS.
Reported.
Of course,
mean-
we're referring to the ball goats, the ham and goats composition, which
No,
is
goats?
which is relevant. It's relevant.
It's
Boats.
Wrecking Ball 3-3. I hate all of you.
Wrecking ball. Which is more? Which flows better? I'll ask you, beat
No,
down.
that's-
Wrecking
you know,
ball
both-
3-3.
Oh God, it's just
You
boats.
know, and we're gonna have
They're
this- we're gonna have this
family-friendly
debate.
boats.
We're gonna have this debate beat down because you see the whole goats archetype is dumb and confusing. But
'Cause
what's
it
more
is.
confusing? Calling everything 3-3 and then you don't know what's on the field?
Yeah.
Or
like,
having specific classifications that just change letters around that's easy to keep track of and it all rhymes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Respecting the fact that the viewers have eyes is probably the way I want to go.
Not all viewers have eyes.
that's a
that's
dangerous road to go down as a
discrimination.
caster. That's a
Is it?
dangerous road to go down as a caster.
It's
Blocked
actually it's quite
reported.
the opposite. I'm not gonna talk about what people can already see. Like just like, hey, I'm gonna
Beat down.
discuss
I
He
challenge you.
says,
Okay, hey,
naming
meme
all of
cast,
the ultimates
meme
on the
cast.
screen.
Exactly. Meme
Yeah, I
cast.
have to
Beat
do
down
that,
has to do it without saying anything you can visually see. Only audio cues and stuff like this.
I can kind of do that.
All right, we'll see it.
I can do that. That's the meme cast. You
The
gotta
point
write
is,
that down. I'm
challenge
gonna do
accepted.
that.
The point is, you're wrong and dumb.
Damn.
How
Twofer on that one. Twofer on
dare
that
you.
one. It is kind of hard to keep track of the goats like the goats. Oh my
It's not.
god.
It's so not.
Archetypes. Good. Thank you, Bob. You're a beautiful young man. Archetypes,
Goats,
different
Bob.
types of goats compositions. Because I mean, I've heard the floats and stuff like that. That's what the either Deep or Winston. Honestly, I don't really know because I've heard it. I've heard it both ways. You know,
That's
it's,
the only thing
it's
that's
not-
confusing is when it's not clarified, right? When people have different names for the same thing.
well,
when it
so is
gets- that's when
goats just strictly what? Lucio,
Goat-
Zen, Brig.
No.
with
Goats
the-
goats is just go all tanks and supports, right? We're gonna use
so
Jane
it is
logic
3-3.
here, right? Goats
Okay,
and 3-3 are interchangeable, right?
Yes.
Then you have like classic goats, which is the Reinhardt main tank, the Moira flex support,
Mhm.
right? You have Ana goats, which is the Reinhardt main tank, but you have the Ana instead of the Moira, right? You have the monkey goats.
Notes?
No, we're not calling it moats. We're calling it monkey goats.
That's
No,
even
no, no,
worse.
no. I was
Both
thinking
are worse.
Anna goats.
no,
Notes.
boo.
Notes.
It's,
We're not
it's
calling it
moats.
notes because you replace the you classify it as
Paul's
different
head's about to
first
explode here,
letters.
guys.
It really isn't. It's actually very strictly organized, and it's pretty simple.
No, this is so much. No, the archetype is based off of the main tank, and then that's why you
Yeah.
change the first letter. So monkey
But is-
goats
Yeah.
is moats,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
moats.
or you have like dive goats, which is dotes.
Goats.
Now
yeah,
you have
exactly.
ball goats, which is boats.
Scroats.
No.
No,
No.
I think we already agreed that when I said that out loud, that it
circle,
was
full
one too many
circle.
times.
That's fair. That's fair. But moats. The problem I have with moats is that there's like a water a ditch with water in it reference like a moat, like you guys following me here, right? Castles, ditch around
Yes.
it. fills
No,
with
I
water, it's called a
understand what a
moat.
moat-
Okay, all right.
I don't understand why
And
it's
so
a
monkey
problem to the
goats?
name.
Monkey. I don't know. And
What?
also, I mean, his name is Winston. You know, Monkey gets into. I guess
Yeah,
of
but who
any
calls him-
character,
calls him
I'm
Winston?
sure that's probably like the closest. Well, that's what I'm saying. We're getting down to in the nitty gritty here because Winston really is called Monkey almost as often as he's called Winston, right?
Hmm
If not more often.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You always say monkey.
Rename Winston 2018.
Yeah, monkey. Like
Yep.
you don't say Winston.
It's a
Winston.
classic.
That doesn't sound like a
It doesn't
good
roll off
call-out
as
One
to
of
me.
those flows and one doesn't. I hear what
Yeah.
you're saying.
And it's
I hear what
definitely
you're
monkey.
saying.
Monkey.
So
I'm
moat?
now getting
My
reports
gym
from
partner's
the
a monkey.
chat. I'm getting reports from the chat that his team when we saw the boats, the wrecking ball goats, his team was actually begging for him not to do it. So I don't think that's something we'll have to work on a consistent basis. I do think the action was a little weird anyways, and it was the mechanical skill of the team that kind of carried them through it, as well as that beautiful combo into the graph. Pretty good.
It's still boats though. They agree with me.
Okay,
I don't know why I
what,
said-
what do they
Chat
know?
is saying boats.
Yeah, chat is
What
saying
does chat know?
The
They know
customer is
everything.
always
Chat
right.
Chat
Beat
is
down.
always right.
Really, chat is
Whoa.
always right.
That is a dangerous. That is
That is
also
a
a dangerous avenue to go down.
very dangerous statement.
No,
You're
chat's
not
always
wrong.
right.
Okay.
Yikes.
I'm gonna
Yikes.
go into your chat next time you stream, and
Hmm.
we'll see if you still think that.
Okay,
Interesting.
do it. I
Chat has
dare
said
you.
some. Chat
Oh
has
my
said some
god,
pretty
I've
terrible
been
things
dared.
about
Y'all
me.
heard it
I
here
know.
first.
I'm pretty sure the
Here
person who
first.
said it's boats is also the one who gave us some bits. So I think they're right. I think it's
Yeah,
boats.
exactly.
Oh wow! Oh,
There you
and,
go.
suddenly,
Bribed us.
and just like that, I agree with
Hey,
them.
we're-
Crazy.
It makes dollars. It makes sense. Bits make money, and it is boats. Or that's what you said, right? Boats.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There
you
you
know
go,
what?
there you
Yeah,
go.
Bits for boats.
Bits for boats. Oh my
Currently, they
gosh.
are paying. They are paying our salary right now. So yeah, we
Flying
Flying
boats.
boats.
Yep.
No, that if you have
Multiple
because the
cents per
flying
hour
implies,
here at Mid Productions.
that just implies the Winston, in which case that's Dotes. So shut up, chat.
Wait,
Wow.
I thought it was
Wow.
moats. I thought it was moats. Ah.
It is.
All
It
right.
is.
So
I'm so
I
excited.
hate to take us off of this boat train,
Please do it.
but we
A
are
boat
going
train?
to be. Yeah, don't question it right now. I know they're two completely different modes of transportation, but we're going with it. But I hate to derail this conversation, but we do need to move over into the second map of the semifinals on the other side of the bracket between New Epic Elite and Spartan Gaming Cavalry. We will be going to Nepal with Zark and Tugboat. What are we gonna see?
Hello.
Hello,
Over
hello.
here. On Nepal action, my least favorite map of the three. That's gonna be
What?
it.
Why is that?
Because Sanctum's so awesome, honestly.
Okay, that's
And the
fair.
other
Sanctum is
one
a
you
lot
can
fun.
boop off of. I'm a like just a completely unabashed Lucio main. I go for the boops all the time. I'm not good. I'm not claiming to be.
Well, so on Nepal, especially on Shrine, we see a lot of tank-heavy compositions. That's what we're going to see here. New Epic Elite going around to the backside of the point, whereas Cavalry in the red, I believe, kind of took the high ground, but now they're slamming onto the point.
Sylph actually getting a little bit out of position here. Going to fall first to his counterpart here. A little bit of assistance of the Discord Orb. And now point opening on up. We're going to see this is, Spartan Gaming Gold going to be taking that one after a well-placed charge on a Zanvik. We're going to call him Zan coming on in here, Zark.
Yes. So nice job there from Mentality and the rest of their crew, just taking that space. They start on that high ground, they push down forward, and the Brigida Sylph, they got a little aggressive and they capitalized on that. And now they are really, it looks like Mentality is just pushing them backwards quite a bit, and it's forcing a rotation.
Yeah, now we're going to see Spartan Gaming Cavalry going up to about 30% as we're getting a little bit of contest action here. And now that's Impact on the front. He is making him Impact himself as the Shatter comes down as well. Taken out there. Mentality and Impact. We're not going to see any round shields here caught so far. And we're going to see New Epic Elite getting so close to this tick. 39%. But now it looks like Spartan Gaming Cavalry might take this out. We're going to see a little transcendence action by both teams to try and keep everybody up. And we're going to see how this goes. Now with the... Sound barrier coming out now for Spartan Gaming Cavalry with Swagged by Mom is going to be taken out. Shatter coming down, and this might be a little bit closer to done here, Zarg. Spartan Gaming is going to be down there. Big source of their healing here. Oh no! Not able to keep that one up here. It's a big self-destruct, takes out the main tank for New Epic Elite, and it looks like they might be taking it without their main tank. They don't need one.
Wow, New Epic Elite. I can't believe they pulled that out. And really, that Graviton surge from Zoros is what really sealed the deal there. That Transcendence from Swagged came out a little bit early, and then that brilliant Graviton from Zoros just sealed the deal. So really great stuff. Now Slash, they're going to have their Sound Barrier. Keep their eyes on that because Arium, they're going to have their grab, and so Slash needs to use that Sound Barrier to keep everyone out live through the grab.
Oh, there's the grab. Speaking of Challepier and followed up with a Sound Barrier, and he's got everybody up. Not gonna find anything as Mentality follows with a bunch of well-placed Zenyatta Orbs. We see Impact trying to keep everybody back. They do have lots of ultimates on their side. That's going to include a Transcendence Honey Badger. Going to get the chance to keep everybody fully healed, that 300 per second. Nope, actually, we're going to see Spartan Gaming Gold pulling on back a little bit here, Zark.
And good ultimate discipline from New Epic Elite. They only use the Diva Bomb and that Sound Barrier, so they're going to have Honey Badger's Transcendence when they come back in here. Mentality and Impact, they both have their Shatters. Keep your eyes on the Reinhardts.
Keep your eyes on the Reinhardts. Indeed, both Shatters speaking. Oh my God, Zark. Tell the future, swinging away here as it's answered by the Swag by Bomb's Transcendence, and that's going to be answered by the Zarya grab right there. It's not going to have anything going on as the Sound Barrier keeps everybody up. Self not able to get back to the rest of his team, and the Punisher being out of position again. Self-destruct not going to find anything there as the rest of Spartan Gaming Cavalry trying to get on in here, but the Impact down. Main tank deleted now for New Epic Elite as they're going up to 78, 79% now, rallying, and they're forcing out King and company alike. 82, 83% in this team fight is going to be done, even though, Slash not able to get that Sound Barrier down for Honey Badger, and as I say that, the rest of them falling. Now we're going to see Spartan Gaming Cavalry taking this one against 93%, 68-69 coming in the second.
You know, even though New Epic Elite ended up losing that team fight, I'm really impressed with King on the Diva. They were constantly touching the point just enough time to prevent Cavalry from taking percentage and taking control of that point. Ultimately, though, Cavalry did a really great job of managing that space, forcing New Epic Elite off. But keep your eyes on Arium. They have another grab.
Ooh, grab eaten! That's going to be a big full meal for this Diva. Self-destruct coming over on the side, and this Zenyatta knows that he is going to be okay through it. Now we see Slash falling, a little bit of D-Mech action coming against Reverb as we see a solid shield bath against Arium. These tanks are just getting absolutely battered. My goodness, Sark. Now we're seeing this entire team all the way up. They have not lost anyone yet. Arium is going to be back very soon here as we see Spartan Gaming Cavalry taking it on back. 98, 99%. And now we see a little bit of Lucio console action. Slash deleted. Not going to happen. Transcendence not going to get there in time. Oh, so close. So close. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Well, you know, this was a good matchup. This came down to the wire for both these teams. This is so much fun to watch right now. But ultimately, Cavalry just did such a great job of commanding the space. And, you know, even though their Graviton got eaten up, New Epic Elite, when we saw Zoros try to use their Graviton Surge, there was no follow-up damage, right? There were a good amount of Cavalry people who were caught up in the Grav, but there was no damage being thrown into it. So ultimately, it was all for naught. So I want to see New Epic Elite capitalizing a little bit more on those Gravs. We're moving on to Sanctum, so no Zaryas this time around, but we're going to see the Orisas. As a main tank player, I love seeing Orisa played.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to see Sylph over on the Mercy, definitely going to be damage boosting these snipers that are coming through Impact here on the Orisa. Like you said, it's also going to be able to prove a lot of value damage boost. Now both teams positioning down onto point mentality. Shield's going to get deleted on down here first. Impact doing exactly what it needs to, but he's taking a lot of damage though. Pull over the top, trying to get it across. Now we see a little flanking. Ooh, flanking. Hanzo JDC ends that one up. Going to get deleted down, but he's found himself. Oh no, he's not. JDC doing exactly what he needs to.
Yeah, so now we see Cavalry taking some space here. The DPS for Cavalry were doing such a good job of pushing New Epic Elite back, focusing down those shields to make Impact really uncomfortable in that position. So now it's tough because you got to find a way back onto this point, and with these Orisas, it's really hard to move in quickly and set up effectively.
Honey Badger's trying to strike here over the side. Impact got that one out. Now they're trying to position all along here, but that... Ooh. Arium fighting a nasty one in the face.
Oh yeah, looks like Honey Badger opening it up with Arium is a big pick. Now that Widowmaker's gonna have a little more free reign, but a huge pull on the Slash.
Bye, and I'll see you later. 39, 40% now for Spartan Gaming Cavalry as the Dragons coming over in the bottom part of this map here. They have the rest of Spartan Gaming Cavalry trying to position around. They are able to maintain around that as the Dragons come out their own. Impact is... Oh! Impact almost getting taken down. He does. Force up, come on back, and that one, that Mercy healing is not going to be enough. Zoros takes out a couple of his own, and these teams are actually fighting pretty evenly here. As I say that, Spartan Gaming Cavalry loses a couple big res coming on to Impact, and this one's going to be going the way of New Epic Elite here soon.
And so that's exactly what I was talking about, right? Zoros on the Widowmaker had much freer reign. Look at that, finding Zanzenvik at the end there. But they took out Arium at the very beginning, a bit of a misplay from them. And so now they've taken possession of the point. 69% isn't bad for Cavalry, though. They're going to be pretty happy with that. Mentality is switching on over to the Winston. Looks like they want to try more of a dive, which could pair up very nicely with Arium's blade. But Slash, they're going to have their Transcendence to keep their team alive if they use it at the correct time.
Yep, we're going to see Spartan Gaming Cavalry trying on to, coming on the back over here. Mentality deleted down, though, driving on in by himself. Arium finding a big one, and that's going to set it up for a blade. He's trying to find some, but not sure if he's really trying. Not sure if he's going to find anything there. Only getting damage onto tanks as that comes out. As Zan is going to get deleted down here by some well-placed headshots. King and company taking out a couple there. Reverb, Zoros both finding their own. Impact is going to fall in the middle of this one. They do have that Mercy res. For once this team fight is done, it's only going to be Reverb.
And it all started with Mentality falling very early on in that fight. The dive, sure, Arium got a couple of picks, but ultimately in the end, New Epic Elite were able to stabilize because without that main tank, you can't really initiate those fights as concisely. So now Cavalry, they're going to be trying to get back into this. New Epic Elite have switched on to the Winston as well, so keep your eyes on Impact. They're going to be looking to set up some engagements in the black line, but they just got slept.
Ooh, not going to be bode well for him. Impact is going to be anti. He's not going to be able to go away. Impact going to be down. That's the main tank fighting for New Epic Elite down on this one, 5-6. As we see big dive coming on in here. Mentality trying to find a little bit more. 82, 83% for New Epic Elite. Spartan Gaming Cavalry is not able to take care of that one. Ooh, big boop against King as Reverb takes him on down the pit.
And that's a huge boot because they had their bomb, right? So that could have sectioned them off a little bit. But Dragon just eating him. Here comes a blade.
Yum, yum, yum. Reverb taking him out. Not going to bode well for that one. A Self-Destruct comes over from the side, and now we see the switch on over to Spartan Gaming Cavalry. New Epic Elite just shy against the maximum. 98 instead of 99.
Wow, a couple really huge plays coming in there from Cavalry. Sure, the blade from Arium didn't get the value they might have been looking for, but booping the bomb off, or booping the D.Va off so they couldn't get a bomb off was huge, and eating the Dragon as well. Now, King's going to still have their bomb, Slash is going to have a Transcendence, but JD, they're going to have their Dragon. That could be a big decisive playmaker here.
Dive coming on over the side. Oh no, Mentality is going to be by himself again. No, there we go. No, he falls. We're going to take a lot of damage himself as we see an angry monkey jumping all around. But Zoros and company not letting this up. So coming on out here now for Spartan Gaming Cavalry. That's all going to keep him up for a couple seconds though. As Anti getting melted down by a damage boosted Winston is going to be the stuff that the nightmares are made out of. Excuse me. Taking it now. No contest. Spartan Gaming Cavalry just getting routed from the point there at the end. Not able to contest. Nobody getting back.
And the DPS for New Epic Elite just absolutely popped off at the end there. Taking out JD while they had their Dragon in the pocket was a really huge play for them. They just shut down any chance of Cavalry being able to sustain on that point. Flipped it right around. Really great stuff. And now it is 1-1, and we are on Sanctuary of Nepal. It just goes to show you how neck and neck, how evenly matched these two teams are.
AG Weekly always up and down, man. These teams fighting just absolutely savagely back and forth. I like it. 1-1. This is gonna be the first time we've seen so far on the AG Weekly, or that these casters have covered so far. Excuse me. And now we're gonna see New Epic Elite trying to get back on in here, going on over to Shrine.
Yeah, New Epic Elite, they're running the dive, whereas Cavalry are running that triple tank, triple support. So they're going to be looking to command that space a little bit. And New Epic Elite, you know, Honey Badger on the far, they could do some damage here, but they got to pick their dive targets very carefully.
Point opening up in just a few seconds as Mentality up in the front. They have this pretty solidly. This dive comp is not coming on back in here. You got Honey Badger up in the top with he's got Slash down bottom, trying to get back in here now. Slash up top. Big Anti comes down, sets up for several picks coming against the Spartan Gaming Cavalry. Mentality and Zanzak both done. Reverb getting out of mech, and now we're going to see a full team New Epic Elite.
Yeah, there you go. New Epic Elite choosing their engagement very carefully. The tanks wrapping around the backside. Honey Badger and Zoros finding so much value out of their DPS picks. And look at this. They're both up basically to their ultimates, which means that it's going to be very hard for Cavalry to get back into this. In fact, JD is switching onto the McCree themselves so that they can deal with Honey Badger a little bit more effectively here.
12% now for new Epic Elite, and we see almost the entire team having ultimate. Tank's the only one a little bit behind, 56, 60% respectively. Now 20% now for new Epic Elite as we see Spartan Gaming Cavalry coming around. Barrage over the top, taken out by Swag Mob and Molt. Oh my goodness, Mentality finding 3 quick ones there after the big Gravitron, and now we see a definitive and aggressive take by Spartan Gaming Cavalry. 4 or 5% now against 29.
Wow, just goes to show you how much of an impact one they hold up? Are they going to stay on Earls? Looks like Impact is going straight on ahead. Looks like they might be having a very aggressive hold, actually. Take a look at this.
Oh, they're crawling. They don't want to be hurt over here. Zark, we're going to see New Epic lead. Not a new hold, but definitely a unique one. Oh, yeah, now the D.Va getting stopped as soon as she comes on up. Reverb learning the lesson on that one as the rest of Spartan Gaming Cavalry going to move on to the point here. Zora is trying to get back with the rest of this team. Now Oliver on the Zarya, not going to see him on Widow anymore.
And that, Reverb on that D.Va just finding them out there is going to push them back. Zanzak taking out Honey Badger's a big play.
Ooh. Both Reinhardts finding some big charges here. One onto the Brigade of the opposing team. Zoros for the side of New Epic Elite going to be down. We're sorry about that. The no audio there. We are now with you. We're screaming live in your ear. Reverb getting murked down here. Slash. I'm sorry. I'd like to think that this Lucio had a little bit of help on that 600 or 750, I guess, total damage, right, Zark?
Probably a little help, of course, but we're going to see the Reinhardt impact with the early shatter, not finding anybody, but another shatter canceled as well.
Yeah, mentality there, getting the nasty end of an anti-grenade, and we're going to see Spartan Gaming Cavalry playing off the back foot after losing their main tank here.
Yeah, so now New Epic Elite, they're able to stabilize. It was a very risky play they started out with, right? That high risk, high reward, be in the enemy spawn sort of play. Looks like Cavalry, they're going to be getting back into this. No Reinhardts with their shatters, but keep your eyes on Ariam. They're getting close to their Graviton Surge, and Reverb almost has their D.Va Bomb as well. We could see that combo come out again.
Yeah, Impact over in the front, and now we're going to see a full, both rallies here coming out. Honey Badger trying to keep that little armor on the rest of his team, trying to keep that up there, but they're getting very, very low as we see Spartan Gaming Cavalry rolling on in here. Yeah, taking that last little elbow, going around Big Girls there in the final stretch here, Zark. Oh, grab coming out, and there's the self-destruct. Got two of them right next to each other, but King is going to be the only one taken out by that charge coming in, and Impact is not going to be affected. And now here's the Zenyatta ultimate. He's going to want to keep everybody up. Zan also got that one taken out there. I don't really understand. The Shatter coming on down there against the side of Spartan Gaming Cavalry. Not going to be a whole lot of JDCs. And the only one deleted on that one. They're going to be rolling on in here in just a second.
Wow, someone give Swag the medal for that Transcendence. It looks like it's still going to be a bloody fight on the payload as the respawns are coming in for New Epic Elite. But wow, what a Transcendence in that huge Graviton Surge.
Ooh, King trying to get back for the rest of his company, and we're going to see, we're going to see New Epic Elite holding pretty well here, actually. Very well done by them, 5 meters away, and that's going to be a solid hold. You're going to like to see that one.
Wow, I really think Cavalry, they could have gone a little bit more aggressive and pushed forward there. They just seem to be a little scattered. They lost the target prioritization, but here comes a Graviton.
Grav only resulting in a big anti against Mentality, the main tank for Spartan Gaming Cavalry, and that's actually going to end it up right there. Impact gets a solid little fire strike on that one, and there. This one, little panic. Grav, not going to happen.
Wow, and it was a massive Graviton too. I'm sure Ariam said, look, this is perfect. They're all there. Here's the Grav, but there was no damage to follow it up. It's so sad to see. Yep. But now, New Epic Elite, they've been holding really well. 40 seconds left on the clock for Cavalry to push on forward here. They're going to have a couple ultimates to do it. Yep, Spartan Gaming Cavalry, they're going to have a couple ultimates to do it, but Slash on the Sound Barrier, that could be really huge if they stay out of the way of Mentality's Shatter.
Self-destruct over the top. Gonna take out Honey Badger. No shield up for this brigade. Shatter coming down. Only one of those is gonna connect. We're gonna see loads of sound barriers, lots of blue everywhere as the self-destruct comes over the side. Tries to take out the AO right in the middle of the grab, and it does take out Mentality there. We're gonna see this Spartan Gaming Cavalry kind of playing off the back foot here, but they cannot afford to come away from payload as Impact falls. Self-deleted, and they are rolling. Very well done here.
We're seeing a lot of aggression now, but Slash is still on the Lucio, still making some trouble there. Just kind of stalling out. Overtime Wick is in play here, but it looks like they are going to eventually cap it here. And so in the nick of time too, because that was close at the end. Ariam, they're going to have their Graviton Surge for this next fight, but Spartan Gaming Cavalry, I want to see them get more aggressive. I think that they have the opportunities to do it.
So getting through that second point can be very crucial for them. They have that new time anti coming in through a couple different ones here, and this break is actually going to get a little bit low. Now we're going to see Impact force to come on back a little bit on that one. They have very, very close to that grab, as well as the shatter. The coalescence will be seen as well, but offense is just rolling. Spartan Gaming Cavalry doing exactly what they need to.
Big grab time.
Oh, there it is! Reaper finds the big 4K, and the offense is rolling. They've been utilizing this grab self-destruct combination all night here, Zark.
And that was the Graviton Surge REM wish they had gotten in that first part of the map. Beautiful stuff there, great combo, and now they still have some ultimates to work with, right? They still have 4 on the board, including Mentality, Shatter, and Impact does not have their own, so keep your eyes on Mentality. They could use it pretty soon.
Oh, grabs and shatters alike, and now we're trying to keep everybody up through a little bit of anti-grenades here. Muabec Elite is fighting 2 down here without 2 of their tanks, only fighting 4 up as Slash gets deleted, and we're going to think this is going the way of Spartan Gaming Cavalry in just a second.
And there you go, that Shatter from Mentality coming out just a second before the Graviton Surge, and by then they were able to put in the damage. Really great stuff there from Spartan Gaming Cavalry. Look at how many members of their team are on fire right now. That's amazing. Now, Swag, they're going to have their Transcendence in this next fight. There isn't really a whole lot on the board for New Epic Elite. They're going to have Honey Badger's rally to maybe get a little bit aggressive in the face of Cavalry, but other than that, not a whole lot to work with.
Yeah, the Cavalry is, oh, here comes the rally so far. Honey Badger will have his soon as well, but Impact is getting stunned and stunned and stunned. Self-destruct coming over and taking him out to Mentality, Aram both done, and this is going to be Spartan Gaming Cavalry fighting 4-6. They're just trying to come on back here now.
Really great stuff from New Epic Elite. You know, they didn't have a whole lot to work with. They did have a bomb from King, and sometimes that's all you need is one ultimate. They made it work, absolutely. So now, coming back into this, you know, New Epic Elite, they're still building up some ultimate percentage. They're getting close to the Impact's Shatter, but on the other side, Mentality and Ariam, those tank ultimates can be really huge.
Another self-destruct, that little denied ultimate action as we see another Shatter, big one. Mentality count without his bounce down. Well done on the Shatter there. Impact finding a great one there. No shield to block it on off. 1 minute to go for Spartan Gaming Cavalry.
New Epic Elite are doing such a good job of absorbing these ultimates from Cavalry. I mean, like, they ate that Graviton Surge. The bomb didn't really connect. They're doing a really great job of playing aggressive when they need to, pulling back when they have to as well. But here we go, Cavalry. They're getting in their face. A Graviton Surge.
Right on the point, too, here. Mentality and Aram going to be the only ones in it, but they're very low. But trying to charge in. But Impact is going to be the one who gets the riding charge on this one. 30 seconds to go, and New Epic Elite already taking it. Well done. I feel like if they almost had elongated that fight a little bit, they would be, cutting into this crucial time. But as it is, Spartan Gaming is going to be able to get back in here.
They're going to be able to get back in. They have a couple support ultimates to do it as well. But Impact already has another Shatter. That is major for New Epic Elite.
Well, and now we're back here. Rally coming on now by Honey Badger. And there's the Shatter. Oh, Sunberry coming out to try and keep him up. But now we have a Transcendence as well. Both support ultimates coming out here now. Going for Broke. Self-destruct coming over the top. Impact needs to keep it up. Oh, King takes out 2. Well done here. Impact is getting so low, but without JDC and Zantac, no damage coming on in here. New Epic Elite is going to be taking out multiple members. Mentality down. Soundberry of his own, and Reverb deleted, and they're going to be able to stop here. Well done. Zark, what a game. What a game, man.
What a game. King, what a hero on the D.Va. Getting those clutch double kill D.Va bombs right in the nick of time. Really beautiful stuff. I mean, honestly, without that bomb from King, when there were really not a whole lot of ultimates on the board from New Epic Elite, Cavalry were looking very strong. They had just capped that second checkpoint. That double kill bomb from King really just swung things around. The tides completely turned on a dime, and all of a sudden, the momentum was in Epic Elite's favor, and they capitalized on it so well. Epic, the Reinhardt for New Epic Elite, just so strong. And of course, they could have done a lot of their damage without Sylph hitting those massive anti-grenades. But ultimately, the team working really well. Cavalry, Spartan Gaming Cavalry, they start off a little rough, right, in that first checkpoint area, but they rolled right through the streets phase, but they got gunked up at the end there. So now it all comes down to this defensive round here at Cavalry. They need to look really strong. It looks like the composition that they're going to be running is a triple support Risa Diva tank line with JD on the Mei. So a lot of pressure on JD to do work here since they are the only DPS hero.
Yeah, a little 3-2-1 action shown by them. They're going to be holding down bottom this little tunnel off the side near Mega Health Pack. 10 seconds to go. Some nutty play coming out there, man. I'm all about it. Like you said, the anti-grenades seem to be coming in just at really, really crucial times, especially against these Reinhardts. You know, these Andros are finding angles where Reinhardt shields were up to still get grenades around to make sure they weren't going to be healed for the next 5 seconds. Yeah,
we talked about how important it is to keep resources on your Reinhardt, but it's hard to do that when they're anti-ed. And look at Impact. They've read this like a book.
Ooh, we're going to see 12 players just absolutely swinging back and forth here as JDC now utilizes that one. Elephant's going to be, they're not going to be rolling in here with members contesting around the other side of a Mei wall. Now a little bit of freeze action coming on. Impact, there's the second wall. Well done here. They're able to contest here. Well, yeah, I think this is not the newest, but Zark, what do you think of this one here? I like it so far. We're going to see a Coalescence coming on already.
Yeah, and this play from Cavalry is kind of reminiscent of that World Cup game, but here's a huge shatter, and there you go. It's all over here for Cavalry's defense inside the area. It's, high risk, high reward when you hold up that far, and that time it didn't pan out with Impact reading it so well.
Yeah, team kill build coming out as Mentality switches on over. We're going to see how this new composition does for him.
Yeah, and so I was trying to say, it was kind of reminiscent, right, of that play. I believe it was UK against Canada, where it was on Junkertown, and they held up in that room, preventing the payload from moving. But this time around, looks like New Epic Elite, they've seen the rotation from Cavalry onto the high ground. So now Cavalry, they need to touch the point if they want to stop this cart.
Nice rotation around here as both rallies come now down, and now there's the grab. 2 on in there. Charge coming in is going to take out Aram. And Zan also down. That's going to be a lot of support composition coming down from Spartan Gaming. Yeah, there's going to be a quick one. New Epic Elite follows up the trend, getting these quick picks.
And a nice graviton from Zoros, right, to keep everyone at bay as the rest of the team is trying to rotate. So nice plays there from New Epic Elite Cavalry. It seems like they haven't really gotten a chance to set back up since that first team fight loss. And now this is a chance for them to kind of regroup, settle down a little bit, maybe slow down this momentum from New Epic Elite. But Epic Elite, they're going to have quite a few ultimates, including Impact Shatter, whereas Mentality has relatively recently switched onto the Reinhardt, so they're not going to have their Shatter. So keep an eye on Impact. They're going to be looking for that.
Big shatter here. He's going to get followed up on that one really quickly, though. 4 on point. They're still rolling on in here. New Epic Elite not coming off a point for anything. Honey Badger now coming on back down to get with the rest of his friends. We see a self-destruct coming over the top. King taking out Aram again. They're not keeping these shields up. Big shatter, though. That's going to set up multiple picks against New Epic Elite. We're only going to see Zoros over on the Zarya. He's trying to get back here. He's got the assistance of Nana, but as he goes out, not going to happen. Silva's going to try and get back with the rest of his team. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Dark.
Yeah, great absorption from Spartan Gaming Cavalry. They finally stabilized a little bit here, and they have so many ultimates on the board to keep holding it. 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Like you said, that means that New Epic Elite, they're not going to be too worried right now. They're going to be rotating through this top area. And I like this. It looks like Cavalry, they're going to try and meet them and get aggressive.
Eaton Grab is going to make for another wasted ultimate, though. That's not going to bode well for them. 3 minutes to go here as Impact gets that shatter. Oh, no way! We're going to see wasted ult upon wasted ultimate as Impact is already back up to 50% after he takes out Aram here. Charge coming in, Mentality dropping, and that's going to be the way of New Epic Elite. They have multiple ultimates on board. Impact already has that shatter.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. So many big plays happening. The eat and grab, the canceled shatter. I'm sure these players are saying, just let me play the game. But, at the end of the day, it looks like New Epic Elite, they have won out that team fight, no doubt, in part because of their support play. But now another shatter, a Graviton Surge. Oh my goodness!
Answers it up here. It's only going to be swagged by Mom over here on trying to contest through the Zenyatta. Oh, lots of damage coming through here. Swag now falling. Going to be not contesting anymore. His impact is very low. Now gets a good old anti grenade on him, and he is A-OK. New Epic Elite going to be taking this one out as a Reaper gets demeched and just tossed here. Zark.
And it's getting dangerously close here. It's do or die time for Spartan Gaming Cavalry. That payload is inching ever so close to the end. And, Cavalry, they have JD's Graviton Surge. That can come in clutch because Slatch hasn't gotten their Sound Barrier just yet. They're close, but if they use that Graviton aggressively, they could catch them off guard.
Impact and Mentality both just going shield to shield here as Impact's going to be mostly swinging away. Mentality is trying to come back here because he does not have that shatter that's not close. And as the grab comes on in a point here, self-destruct over the top. Not should be able to sure if they're going to be able to keep it up. Oh! The sound barrier keeps everybody alive as the shatter comes down here. Impact and company just fighting for the lives here. They only need to go about another 7 or 8 meters here as Honey Badger falls, and now there's the grabber. Oh no! King self-destruct the cell taken out by the corner of the payload, but Impact, King, and company are not gonna matter. They're rolling on in here 2 minutes ago. They only have 2 meters arc. That's it. Well done there. King's self-destruct got caught by the edge of the payload on the very last point, but it doesn't matter. We took out the point picks that they needed. Mentality deleted. They followed it up. Took it out and won the map.
But I think I know what the play of the game is going to be. This insane Diva Bomb from Reaper. I think this was a 4K, maybe even 5. It was absolutely amazing. Beautiful stuff there.
Very well done.
Wow. And it's all about the combos today in the current meta, right? You just got to combo those ultimates effectively. That's what's going to win you the games. But ultimately, New Epic Elite were the ones who won out here.
Ultimately, that's what stood there. That's what stood there. So,
like
Reverb, I think, is going to be the topic of discussion here between self-destructs and eating alike. We're going to throw it on back to the desk, see what they have to say about Reverb and more.
Yeah, I mean, just piggybacking off of that play of the game that Reverb did, both of the divas in this game were on point. I've never seen fuller bellies with all of those gravitons that got eaten and fatter bombs. Like, for the most part, as diva, your utility comes from the damage mitigation and just the general combination that you can have with your team. But you don't usually see bombs like that unless there's highly coordinated team play happening. And it was very true for both teams. So I think that in a lot of fights that we saw a turning of the tide because of these diva bombs. But I gotta ask you, Beatdown, what about the differences between the support lineup that both of these teams brought? They were both GOATs, but they had a small change. And I was wondering if you could touch on that.
Yeah, New Epic Elite had the Ana in place of, and whereas Spartan Gaming had the Zenyatta. And usually in a lot of situations, it would be favorable to have the Zenyatta because the Discord Orb is so strong, and depending on the map, you might not be able to get the utility out of the make use of Ana's kit. Whereas Zenyatta, simple, you Discord them, your team blows them up. But this was a map where Ana was pretty good. There were a lot of angles to take for Sylph. There was a lot of chances to land the sleep darts, to land the grenades, and we saw it happen a lot. There was a lot of fights that were turned just simply by the use of, Ana's basic abilities. So I think although normally you'd want to go with the Zen, Sylph showed this time why. Sometimes Ana, sometimes Mother knows best. I should know that sooner.
I think you're right about that one. Mother does know best, and we will see more of that amazing Ana gameplay and diva play as we move into the finals, where we'll follow the New Epic Elite there. But before that, we will take a quick break and maybe come back with a little bit more action from the other side of the bracket.
What's up, everyone? HX9 here, not visible on your screen, but visible in your ears, if that makes any sense. It's the AG Weekly, number 131. And we got Beatdown, we got Pulsable, we got FBI standing by here as we jump into the draft for the finals. Pulsable, the Anchor Caster, Slowpoke Caster 2, the Pokemon Slowpoke. Hey, he's water psychic. He's got the brains, he moves.
Why couldn't I be Slow King, the cool one?
Because it's Gen 1. We've been over this.
It's Gen 1,
is it
unevolved
just Gen 1?
Pokemon.
Oh,
Except for
Listen, if I don't get to be Medicham, you don't get to be Slow King.
That's what you would choose out of everything? Okay.
Yes. High jump kick is the best Pokemon move. Don't at me.
Okay. I should, but I don't feel like I don't have to engage with people who are wrong.
Thank you for adhering to my request.
Yeah, no worries.
Great.
Anyways, we got this isn't Pokemon, this is Overwatch we got going on here. It's going to be the new Epic Elite, which just saw, versus NA Scrims, who if you tuned in earlier, you saw a couple of their games. Both these teams look pretty strong.
Yeah, they do it. Honestly, I'm really interested to see how this plays out, because I'm actually still feeling pretty good about NA Scrims right now. I don't know, maybe it's like rose-tinted glasses from 40 minutes ago, if that's a thing, but man, they played so well. Everything about them is so good. Their team play, their individual play, their ult economy. I don't know, man. Like, you gotta.
Yeah.
That's a tough hill to climb.
You know what I want to see? I don't think we'll get to see it because it's not very common in this GOATS meta. But you know what I would love to see? I'd love to see Romanoff versus Zoros on those Widowmakers.
I want to see that. I want to see that right now.
We have seen Zoros on the Widowmaker so many times over the course of these AG weeklies. Yeah. And Romanoff today was popping off on Busan with that hero. I would love that.
Yeah,
but the bans have started coming through. Horizon, Junkertown, first ones to go.
Good.
You don't like Junkertown?
Actually, I kind of do.
Yeah, Junkertown's a fun map. Horizon, that can get out of here. That can stay out of here. I think it's funny watching contenders and nobody goes to Horizon and contenders. It's hilarious. Yeah, everybody goes to Hanamura. Speaking of Hanamura, it actually also just got banned out. Usually we'll see teams try and bait out the 2CP bans, but these teams not waiting for it. They're just going straight for it. Temple, Horizon, and Hanamura are all gone already.
Good.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
How I really feel is that I really like that there's a meta to the map bans here at the AG Weekly.
Map bans, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, but
a meta that's now been defied.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not really seeing much of it right now, but what do we got here? Hollywood's gone. I don't know why. Like, Hollywood's a great match. Screw you guys. But
maybe they're just uncomfy on it. We do also have Busan and Oasis going away. I'm not actually seeing much of a pattern in these map pick bans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just throwing darts at a board.
Epic Elite seems to be banning out high ground maps. I think maybe they want to try and go for those GOATS compositions. You got Gibraltar, Dorado, Numbani. Those are maps where the things that aren't GOATS are very viable.
Wow, they really want to GOATS this out. My God.
It's very possible.
Oh my God.
Oh no!
But I think we're gonna see what we always see here, folks.
No,
it's
triple control. Not triple control.
No. Come on, ban control, man. Ban control, man.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Almost.
God damn it.
Ilios is gone, so we're not gonna see triple control.
Ilios is gone. Oh, thank God. Never mind. Sorry.
We got King's Row for the first time ever.
Let's go.
They didn't ban King's Row out, so these will be our maps. It looks like Nepal will be our final map if we end up going that far. Wow. Now it's just down to what is going to be played, and it will be Lijiang first. Not AG Weekly without Lijiang.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just expect it now.
I'm glad we get to see King's Row, but
super.
Looking at this map pool, I'm
not that excited.
I'm hearing a sound. You know what that sound is?
Bah!
You got it. You nailed it. 10 out of 10. 100% prediction rate from Beatdown Boulevard, everyone. 100%.
That's right.
But only when it comes to what weird sounds I'm thinking of. Otherwise, 0% prediction rate.
All right,
Honestly, that's
I
a
gotta
weird
ask
news
the
that
question
happened,
though. I gotta ask the question. How
NA
many times?
Scrims.
So, if we could change it, would you have it be different map types for the 3 maps?
Like would
Force it
if I had a
to
choice?
be.
Force it to
Like,
be 3 different
Each
map
one has
types.
to be different.
Yes, I would do that immediately.
I think it'd be probably more fun to watch.
Or at least 2 different map types. So you can't have all of
I
one map
never
type.
want to see triple control again.
No, that happened once and I
Control may be the best map type, but you can only watch it so many times in a row, guys.
yeah, truly. Like oh man, was I over that. God. Yeah.
Some
No, I
good
would
maps.
enforce at least a little bit of map type control. Just a smidge.
Well, I can
Oh, wait,
grant
no.
you a smidge, but that's about it. All right, we're
I'd also
sending.
maybe like to see more maps being played just for the finals. Like maybe do it a best of 5, but that may just be me.
I kind of
You guys are East Coast. You're tired by now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been tired in my life.
God, I wish
Opposite
that were me.
lies. We do
I
want to
wish that were
hear
me.
the
Happy opposite day, guys.
We do want to hear the feedback from the audience, though. So, if you're in chat right now and you want to see different kinds of maps in the AG Weekly, give us that feedback in chat right now. We'll see it in about 3 minutes. But if you prefer it to just be the straight pick ban, could have Lijiang, Tower, Ilios, Nepal every
God.
time. You love control maps. And post that too, you know? And, like, follow,
Yeah, post my
subscribe.
Well,
Hit
I
the
have
bell.
been told that Twitch chat is the paragon of correct information and high-level
That-
Overwatch strategy. So
Get that freaking copy pasta out of here. I saw you put it in the chat. Get it out.
That's
Get it
the
out.
best. That is the best copy pasta ever. Now I'm gonna put that everywhere. Top 500 chat pog. Let's go.
All right, I believe
talk
it, but
about-
we're going to jump first into the Lijiang Garden. So, you said goats, goats, ghosts. You even made the bleeding noise, but this is not the pinnacle of goats on this map. What are we going to see instead?
So far, NA Scrims are kind of going with they want to run Romanov on this Sombra again. We saw them playing it before on, I believe it was Dorado.
No, it was here.
No, it was here.
It's here. We saw the Sombra Pharah. They came out on it when they were playing in that first
Oh, yes.
series,
Yes,
and then they
yes,
ended up
yes.
switching.
They did. Hopefully this time they keep it. It works out this time. With Pharah Sombra, it's a bit of a greedy composition here in the sense that, there are a lot of win conditions to meet to make it happen, but definitely not outside the realm of possibility. And Honey Badgers has to deal with 2, hassles on his front. Romanov hacking him, disabling his flight, or just getting straight taken out by Dan Twist here.
Yeah, Impact's gonna be the first one down. King's soon to follow. No tanks for New Epic Elite. That was
Oh my God.
quick. All right, well, we're gonna see a reset and some more stagger kills coming through as NA Scrim's gonna lock this up quickly.
Frosted wants AG Weekly 131, and he wants it right now. The immediate shutdown of King, just torn right out of his neck, following by the rest of New Epic Elite, putting NA Scrims in a really good position here. Now they're way ahead on the ult charge. Dan Twist is about to build up the Rocket Barrage. He's probably going to be looking to use it in this next fight. He's building so much charge right now.
Yeah, and it's going to be easy to build up that charge into the triple tank, triple support New Epic Elite have switched onto. There it is, Barrage has been built up, and it immediately is thrown out, finding 2, shutting this push down. NA Scrim's going to capitalize off that. Kill onto Red Rex, not going to net New Epic Elite anything, as NA Scrims are going to hold on.
Great play from Dan Twist. Unfortunately, New Epic Elite walked right into that door, and now 35% and counting. NA Scrims are still looking good. Romanov has this EMP. Mudkip's about to come up to this Transcendence as well. They're looking great. They're cycling their ults really well. If they keep this up, there might not be much New Epic Elite can do here. Still, Sylph has the nano boost. Probably going to try to nano impact and get that serious cleave damage in, and hopefully build up to something.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to build up fast, and now the EMP is already out, 1 down. Potato didn't have any shields on that Zarya, and yet again, NA Scrims using minimal tools to shut these pushes down. They clean New Epic Elite off the face of the map.
NA Scrims right now in completely unlike NA fashion with such surgical precision. Look at them. 3 ults, about to be 4. They're looking so good right now. This this next fight, we're probably going to see Dan Twist use the Rocket Barrage. And, unless New Epic Elite is prepared for it this time around, we're at 83%. This could just be it.
You're going to be watching out for that self-destruct over the top. Meanwhile, Barrage just to shut Impact down. He had the nano on him, but it wasn't enough to save him. Now fighting at a disadvantage. Going to try and make up the deficit, but the self-destruct from King makes nothing happen except NA. Flip on forward, 99 ticking up 100%. NA shut that point down nice and easy.
And I really gotta give props for how they dodged King's self-destruct. At Far Mercy, usually when they fly up, whether it's a Deadeye, a self-destruct, whatever the case may be, it's usually like, oh, they're dead now. But great play from both Muffin Man and Dan Twist, just dodging the self-destruct, getting right the heck out of dodge, I should say. And because of that, they managed to stay alive and commit that Rocket Barrage to taking down Impact, which had a lot of impact.
Yeah, and normally speaking, when we see New Epic Elite come up against opponents, they're much more prepared for the enemy's ultimate economy, prepared for their tools. New Epic Elite not really doing much to shut NA scrims down or play around them. They're going to have to switch that up as we head into Control Center.
And switch it up, they are New Epic Elite. Actually, both teams just going for the 3-3 classic composition here, but New Epic Elite still running the Ana that they like to play. We're going to see the Zen from NA scrims.
Yeah, a lot of damage down on that main tank, and Impact is the first to fall. Did he go off the side? Very unfortunate charge from him there. Sylph trades one back onto the mech of Frosted, but it's so difficult to get in here without a Reinhardt. New Epic Elite going to try anyway. Sylph finding yet another kill as NA scrims cap the point. New Epic Elite still finding an uphill battle, however. No Lucios on the field, but it's not going to stop NA scrims from running New Epic Elite down, back out the choke into their spawn room.
Very well-controlled team fight here, making their very slow but steady advance, much like a steamroller. NA scrims managed to very slowly pick apart New Epic Elite, one hero at a time, and now they're looking so good. They have the Shatter, they have the Grab, they have all the tools to do the toxic spawn camp hold that we all know and might love.
Yeah, well, rallies out from both sides. Gotta watch for grabs. There's the first one out from Potato. Finds a lot. Muffin Man's gonna go down due to a bio grenade. A massive shatter coming out from Impact. Going to make it very easy for New Epic Elite to just push on through here alone. Zen not going to hold that point very long. New Epic Elite capped this one for the first time this map.
Unfortunately, Mudkip committed to Transcendence, and it wore off before NA scrims could really do anything about it. The Shatter came out, also found nothing. Luckily, they held onto the grab. They have a chance at a quick flip here, but Slash coming up to the sound barrier might be New Epic Elite saving grace.
Ooh, there's that grab, a self-destruct right in front of it, going to be blocked out by a shield. And now self-destruct coming the other way, zones NA scrims back. But as New Epic Elite try and push forward, beautiful Shatter coming out from Red Rex. 2 down, 3 to follow. And now it's just a stall game for New Epic Elite, trying to hold on to this as long as they can, make up some percentage deficit, but NA scrims looking strong, going to cap this back over.
Great play. Oh, Red Rex building up to that Shatter so quickly, taking the advantage of Impact's aggression, doing so well. Speaking of Impact, Shatter's going to come out, and it's huge!
Yeah, it's massive, but where's the follow-up for it? Man, despite a rallying Brigida going off the side, actually, it's New Epic Elite not able to find any sort of foothold, despite the ultimates coming out. NA Scrim's gonna hold them back.
Oh, first of all, knocking Honey Badger is so huge. On top of that, Red Rex getting another Shatter, but Potato wants to turn it around.
Oh, grabs come out, one gets denied and the other found no value. Now Impact tries to make the deficit with a Shatter, both Brigidas down, and with the spawn advantage not going to actually matter here as Impact falls. King takes a lot of damage here, trying to get back in this. It's ticking up to 91, 92%. New Epic Elite gotta find their way onto this point here. Now a Nano Diva to try and zone out the remaining members of NA Scrims. New Epic Elite managed to find some spatial control here, but they gotta find the kills to back it up. There they go, coming on through. NA Scrims gonna reset.
Oh, King's Diva eating like royalty, eating up Romanov's grab, what NA Scrims needed it most. Now, they have, they got the point flipped on them, but 99%, they're still looking okay. Still a tough hill to climb for New Epic Elite, who have some ults in the bank to try and make it happen. But again, King, Romanov has this grab. Can you eat it again?
Self-destruct into the back line, not finding anything from King. Nano nade onto the back of NA Scrims, also not going to find much value. The grab comes out, many ults being thrown left and right. Yet another denial onto Romanov's grab coming out from King. He is a hungry D.Va, but he's got to try and hold on to this point. Now it's NA Scrims with all of the advantage. Potato trying to make up the deficit with the Nano, but he's going to go down. It's NA Scrims nearly capping that point back over. The cap comes through. It's 99%. New Epic Elite can't find their way back on. And NA Scrims going to brawl this one out and take Lijiang Tower.
Very commanding first match here from NA Scrims, playing so strong, so well. And I fear I'm seeing a bit of a pattern here. You know, whoever's team seems to eat the most gravitons ends up losing out at the end. Because like I said before, King was eating like royalty, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, we saw that earlier coming out from Reverb. Maybe it's a bit of a bad luck here, despite what you might think. But we're gonna see what our analyst desk thinks. Throw it back on over to them.
Well, we saw a heck of a lot of ultimates getting absolutely destroyed there. Tugboat. How big a factor was that? Because although I saw King eat so many, but they just didn't manage to pull out the win there.
The ability by King to maintain when all this is going down, there's literally being ultimates dropped just left and right throughout all of this. King's ability to maintain, that composure, eat grabs, keep the defense matrix up to eat other stuff. The burst by Zenyatta's. He got nano boosted at the end, but kind of like Beatdown, I believe, was saying, it's so interesting how these divas, Frosted and King, are eating so many ultimates, but it seems that the diva that is eating the most, King, I think, ate at least 3 grabs on that last one by Romanov. It still wasn't going the way of that team, which is just such a very interesting aspect of this game so far. So Lijiang Tower going the way of, not New Epic Elite, of the other team. There you go. And we're going to be seeing how it goes on King's Row going on in here. Beatdown and Paul.
Well, we will see that for sure, and definitely I'm going to be interested to see just how different King's Row will be, because there is so much that can change in this map. I know we say goats, it's all about the 3-3 comp. It's all about getting rid of your DPS, but I don't know, that last round, at the very beginning, they had some great plays with the Pharah. Maybe they'll get some stranger heroes in here. What do you guys think on the front lines here? Pulsable, Beatdown, take this away. All right.
Thank you very much. HX9 and Tugboat. Now, we're going into this speaking a little too soon here, we're going into the second map, King's Row. Not a control map. Feels good.
It does indeed. Got to love this map. It's good to be back in the town of, I think it's London, right?
I was going to say,
somewhere in England. Somewhere in England. I went to England over the summer.
Wow. And you didn't invite me?
I don't think I knew you.
Probably
was King's Row.
No. But, I didn't go to King's Row anyways, but we are going to be going there now.
Oh.
NA Scrims on the offense. Going to, I'm betting it's going to be goats. Yep, look at that. Zen goats, Ana goats. We know how this story works.
You mean the Mercy wasn't serious? What? NA Scrims going for the Zen goats. Again, New Epic Elite in their classic fashion. They love this Ana goats. They want to make use of this utility.
Yeah, utility is important, but so is contesting the point. 1 tick already for NA Scrims as New Epic Elite try and get back in here, but Impact is getting bullied in the front line. 2 ticks! Now it's desperation stall from New Epic as they've lost Impact already. They trade the Reinhardts out, try and stabilize here onto the point, but they need to find more consistent damage onto priority targets. The mech of Frosted is the first thing to fall. Now the Brigida's traded out. They have a bit of a player coming in, but they gotta clean this up as Red Rex is on his way back to the point. Impact's the first one to get there though, and Potato with the Nano going to push NA Scrims out for the moment.
Well, we do have to see here exactly how they're going to counter this. It came very close there, Pulsable, but it wasn't quite close enough. But they can't backpedal this time, and they're on the side of New Epic Elite.
Yeah, well, they're not going to as a grab comes out and self-destruct into the backline. Not actually finding much, and now a counter grab going the other way. A Shatter to deny any follow-up. A Sound Barrier to keep New Epic Elite healthy as they try and push NA Scrims off. They may only had a tick to give up, but they haven't given up much percentage at all here as they shut NA Scrims down, even despite the massive amount of ultimates thrown in.
Gotta hand it to Potato here. I mean, Potato's keeping his energy near 100, and he's pretty much just laying in the damage there. And there's not much they can do to answer it. With all those ultimates coming out from the supports on the side of New Epic Elite, there just isn't a way to get their health down any lower. But now they have no ults going into this next push.
Well, self-destruct over the top doesn't net any kind of value, but it makes it so Impact is all alone on the point. Now a Nano Brig in desperation on a Honey Badger to try and find some kind of value. He gets shut down. NA Scrims push him on out of here. Baby Diva's not going to stall this out for very long. And NA Scrims get this payload moving.
And now NA Scrims finally getting through this point here. They're going to push all the way to the spawn of New Epic Elite as well. Definitely a good strategy you want to make use of here. Now they just have Frosted babysitting the payload at the moment.
Yeah, they got to be careful here, though, because they are playing at a player disadvantage. Redvex going to be the first one to find that out the hard way. Now NA Scrims going to backpedal as New Epic Elite look to take this space back.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of an overcommitment here, but still, they got a lot of free space as a result. Redvex coming back here from the spawn. What are we looking at, Pulse?
Well, look at what New Epic Elite are doing. They're just sitting there. They were waiting for the respawns, but they took no space doing so. Now they've seeded over half of the street space for free.
It doesn't seem like they would have been able to do much about it anyway. They just decided they don't want to. Oh!
Shatters both ways, but a grab is the thing that finds the value here. Potato with a nice placement onto that, and not letting the Shatter from Redvex stop their flow.
Yeah, amazing play so far now. They've halted this payload. They gave up some space, but the payload goes in reverse. Don't forget, now NA Scrims looking to take this one back. Romanov has the grab, and they're gonna be hoping to make something this time around, but I don't know, man. I see King standing there. He's hungry.
Yeah, and look at where New Epic Elite are hiding. Ooh, they do get found out, and a nice boop going to deny some aggression from New Epic Elite. Now a rally out to keep the New Epic Elite alive as the self-destruct goes into the backline, finding no value. Just distracts Redvex for a moment. But now he's getting aggressive, he's getting angry. They're pushing on up, NA forcing New Epic Elite back. The backpedaling is not going to be something that stops very soon. The payload not moving at the moment, and a grab comes out, but I believe it was eaten yet again! King! What? Let them press the Q button! Another self-destruct over the top. Actually finds Sylph sitting on the high ground there, and now without that crucial healer, NA Scrims going to push on forward and remove New Epic Elite from this defense.
Really? Oh. Good attempt here at a whole, but unfortunately, I don't know, King. He can't do enough for his team. They're eating another grab, shutting down another big play from NA Scrims, but they don't care. Ult deficit don't mean nothing. They're just gonna fight them, bro.
Yeah, man, you feel bad for King, right? He's got to be in the comms like, come on, guys, my belly can only get so full here.
Please.
It only works so well.
Please.
But,
yeah, now NA Scrims pushing their way through the point here. They got some really good ults in the bank, but Potato looking to equalize with this grab too, and it lands.
Yeah, the grab lands, but there is a sound barrier to keep NA Scrims nice and healthy, and now it's Transcendence to keep that rolling. Sound barrier the other way, not going to be long for this world. I think that was a boop coming out of Muffin Man. Potato goes off the side. Now, it's player advantage for NA Scrims as they try and get in here. A rally to keep them alive, but now a grab to lock the remaining members of New Epic Elite down. NA Scrims gonna keep this payload moving.
And they're cycling their ult so well right now. You use the grab to charge the Shatter, use the Shatter to charge the grab. Look at Redvex now. He has a Shatter going into this last fight, and he's looking to end this right now.
Nerf this.
Ooh!
combo goes out, taking out both of those players. Their impact gig going down. They're going to fight on the point. There is some crazy brawling going on. But really, there wasn't a big regroup there, beat down, and that's the end of that. Kings Row, 3 points. So far for NA Scrims, how's New Epic Elite going to have to answer this one?
Well, they're going to have to at least finish the map, first of all, and deal with the combos we're seeing from NA Scrim right now. You know, first of all, in that last fight, it was tough for them, I'll admit. The Shatter Bomb is a difficult combo to overcome. You're trying to block from the back, you're trying to block the bomb from the back, Shatter gets you from the front, and then suddenly value is attained. But overall, this was kind of a problem throughout the whole first round. They just need to better deal with the combos coming out from NA Scrims and need to better utilize their own.
Yeah, utilization of ults, that ultimate economy, as we call it here, is certainly important. And right now, NA Scrims doing a beautiful job of doing that, despite the more than occasional graviton thrown into King's awaiting jaws. It is it's them finding the most value out of the other ultimates that they have at their disposal.
And now, you're going here onto this defense with pretty much the same composition here.
Yeah, well, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? You got that Zen. It was working when you were pushing on in, and maybe it'll be working as you try to hold. Right now, New Epic Elite showing some interesting stuff. We're just gonna assume that's all a lie. King maybe just going for a quick dome or something, but they will probably come back out on that Zen Goats. But we're not gonna find out at the moment, because we are gonna have a pause coming through. I do believe we have technical difficulties, as happens here in NA production. You know how it goes, chat.
Yeah, without a doubt. 3 seconds out. It looks like, no quick domes here. King is just going to go straight to the D.Va. But now it looks like we have the Miracles composition here. So it's really going to be who lands the Discord first and who can capitalize.
Yeah, certainly going to be important. RedRex found a nice fire strike. Get himself some easy ult charge. Ooh, a pin coming into Romanoff. Deals some nice damage. RedRex taking a lot himself as New Epic Elite try and push in here. But they actually cede some ground despite their health pool advantage. Now they're getting poked and punished a good bit. They seem to be struggling as how they want to attack this.
Yeah, right now, it seems like the NA Scrims are just dealing with this comp really well, catching this engagement, even blocking the Shatter. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, Shatter from Impact finds no value, and NA Scrims gonna get real confident once that's gone. They just push on in, clean them on up, send them back to the spawn room. Thank you very much.
As soon as you realize your team can't get suddenly CC'd, your gas just hits the floor and you run right into them. And now they're looking so good here in ult economy. Ozone has the rally. We're probably going to see that soon. Support ults are looking good for NA Scrims as well. Overall, just looking really good. Romanov probably is looking for the Graviton Surge coming up soon, but still probably a little scared of King there.
Yeah, how could you not be after you've had every other grav you thrown out, eaten? Gonna have to find the confidence, though, as New Epic Elite push back in. Yet again, just sort of taking their time. They're just waiting it out, trying to find a way in here, but this, this is burning valuable time off the clock.
Yeah, like, we're almost down to 2 minutes here, and, New Epic Elite haven't really done much of anything. Maybe they're building some ults, trying to get a good rotation here as they're moving up over the top, but still, NA Scrims could shut this down, especially with the fact that they're making the rotation too. They basically swap sides.
Yeah, very interesting rotation coming out from New Epic Elite, and they're still not capitalizing on their position. Oh, is the second they do? Finally a grab from Romanov lands, a self-destruct over the top, next two from Frosted, and a counter combo coming the other way, also gonna find one. So it's only a one-player disadvantage for New Epic Elite, but that's still hard to fight back at. Sylph gonna find that out the hard way. Potato too low to live, going to be pinned right up against that wall. New Epic Elite took their time, but in the end, didn't even matter.
Jeez. Wow. Yes, that's exactly what happened. And I love that Muffin Man used the sound barrier to just enable them in general to just get more aggressive and get those exit kills. It allows, whatever spawns that they were waiting for to come back in time. They knew both support ults from New Epic Elite, so now all they have is the Shatter to work with. And it's really going to be the deciding factor right now in this fight. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. Can RedRex go make the block?
Ooh, block comes through, but only a little bit. It's not going to matter, though, as no one from New Epic Elite was in position to capitalize. Two go down, and neither side has a Brigitte. Red Rex goes down as well, and finally New Epic Elite looking like they can actually get this first point. They're finding damage onto the right targets. They just got to remove this pesky Lucio, and I think that'll be it. NA Scrim's going to give this one over. Payload's going to get moving.
It's still definitely a respectable hold here. More than 3 minutes taken right off the clock. They still have a pretty good chance here. They're regrouping. They're going to take an early fight, it looks like. Especially with Red Rex having the Shatter. Frosted has the bomb. We might see a combo just yet.
Yeah, well, don't get too excited. A lot of combos have been shut down here today. Shield Bash is coming both ways, but it comes through! I spoke too soon. NA Scrims, you can always trust them to find value out of those abilities. And with that, they're going to hold nice and close to the spawn door.
With one ultimate used to Fat Shatter from Red Rex, exactly what NA Scrims was looking for this time around. Prevented New Epic Elite from really generating much ult charge that fight as well. But they're still looking okay. Coming into the next fight, Potato has the grab. That's going to be the deciding factor here. Frosted, you get some good D.Va kills, but can you eat a grab? That's my question for you.
Well, we'll see. It seems to have swapped sides yet again. This may be New Epic Elite's signature move, but so is getting caught in the grabs on this offense. Oh, no value caught from the self-destruct coming out from Frozen. And now the combo comes back the other way yet again. It finds one. Muffin Man down as well. Red Rex tries to stabilize with the Shadow, but a sound barrier comes out from Slash to keep New Epic Elite nice and healthy as they remove the defenders from this payload.
Still, although this is a lost fight for NA Scrims, you probably feel good about getting the sound barrier out at the last second. Now, they don't have any support ults. They are just getting through the archway right now, Pulsable. 1 minute, almost 90 seconds left, and they haven't even made it halfway through the street's phase. NA Scrims still have a support ult, 2 support ults actually, and they have a really good chance to shut this down.
Good impact, though.
I know.
That sneaky Reinhardt.
I'm
I'm gonna love it. Oh, but he gets found out! Oh, but the Shadow comes through anyways! He finds the value to go down from his charge. Impact clutching it out despite the scout. Finding 3 and shutting this defense down before it could even begin.
I think there was a little bit of panic there when they found him. I mean, look at it. You had the chance. You had to know he was hiding for the Earth Shatter, but they wanted to shut him down beforehand. Impact just smashed that Q almost out of fear, but it is exactly what they needed. And look at that, 75%. He's about to get another one.
Oh, yeah. He's very close to it. A lot of ults nearly online for both sides, actually. Self-destruct into the back line, not going to quite find any sort of value here. Impact goes down, Honey Badger to follow, and with that, no ults online, no ults finding value for New Epic Elite. They're not going to be able to get into this one. And they only got 30 seconds to come on back.
Yeah, this is their last fight, Pulsable, and they got some pretty strong ults in the bank right now. If NA Scrims want to end this, if they want to take AG Weakling number 131, they need to shut down these ults. They need to block that Shatter. They need to mitigate that grab. And oh, look at Red Rex! It's gonna work!
Oh, it comes down, but where's the follow-through? Transcendence out, 10 seconds remaining. Somebody's got to get to the payload. When they're thinking about this fight, they're trying to move there. New Epic Elite fighting on the go as they make their way to the payload. Now a grab coming out from Potato, locking the rest of NA Scrims down. It's not over quite yet. We're going to get some more Overwatch and move on to point 3.
Unfortunately, Red Rex did not get everybody who they got. Sorry, he didn't get anyone, everybody on the side of New Epic Elite. God, English is hard. Now, because of that, you know, Impact was alive, managed to keep him at bay, and the lack of follow from NA Scrims. All that together means that flank Shatter, that beautiful flank Shatter, just wasn't quite enough. But still, NA Scrims have the ults on their side. There's a minute left on this attack. Can New Epic Elite do this?
Oh, maybe not when they get caught in a grab. Self-destruct finding 1, 2 down, 3 now for New Epic Elite as that self-destruct also found King's mech. They're going to be pushed all the way back to the spawn door. 50 seconds remaining. If New Epic Elite don't cap this with time remaining as well, they're not going to get a chance to win this map, only maybe even draw it.
Right, and that's a dangerous situation to be in here because all NA Scrims in that situation will have to do is capture a tick. They're going to armor themselves up right now, and this is the key fight here. 30 seconds left. very likely going to be the deciding factor. Keep an eye out on Impact, who just died with the Shatter up almost.
Yeah, his shield took too much damage. They were back too hard as the push came in from NA Scrims. No contestation on that aggression means that it's just free real estate.
You'll love to see it. 9 seconds left. New Epic Elite are ready to take their full fight of 6, but look at the ults! They almost have 6. They're not, NA Scrims is not out of the woods just yet. They definitely have a storm to deal with.
Oh, the graph comes out, counter shatter to prevent value transcendence now. Every Q is being pressed, but none have found any sort of value as of yet. RedRex is the first to fall here as New Epic Elite try and stabilize. They don't want to lose this here. They gotta fight for this draw if they can. They're gonna push their way on up for the moment, but NA Scrims still have a real chance to end this right here.
They do, because New Epic Elite used all the ults they had in the bank now, and NA Scrims are coming up in this fight. Full 6 and ready to go. The grab is out. The bomb is also ready to go.
Yeah, Sound Barrier is the first thing to come out to help NA Scrims get aggressive. So many ults on the side of Red. Muffin Man finding 2. Oh, you're gonna know the Muffin Man, and you're gonna know his pain at the end of this New Epic Elite as you get cleaned up off of the point. NA Scrims will be your AG Weekly 131 victors.
Amazing last play. New Epic Elite got a little too overzealous, and in such key moments when you have that kind of ult advantage, you have to cycle. You have to cycle like your life depends on it, because it does, in a sense. And because they didn't, because they all pressed Q pretty much in that one moment, they didn't have anything to carry them through the rest of that corner, the rest of King's Row. Because of that, they fell just a little bit short.
They did. They can still be happy with how they fought. What a fantastic series to end the night here. But to really wrap up the night, we're going to throw it back over to the desk.
Yeah, and we're going to definitely want to see this NA Scrim team again. Coming out of nowhere, taking the AG Weekly from a AG Weekly veteran, the New Epic Elite, beating some of the Spartan Gaming teams as well. I mean, it's been a pretty exciting night, and we might be looking forward to see a lot of these teams, I think, come the open season. But Tugboat, give us one little bit of a last breakdown here. What did you think of the finals?
Great games back and forth. Was a 2-0. Very, very close there, as we saw. New Epic Elite coming on in there. Kings Row getting towards the last, not able to finish it on up. But between RedRex and this other Reinhardt, just back and forth, shatters left and right. Lots of, and just these shatters charging so fast too. We saw Impact getting taken out by the opposing one very last in the last. So for New Epic Elite, not gonna end it on out there. Really taken out off the back of a really well placed shatter. Just the whole night had a lot of value in it. Had a lot of value in the shatters, taking out a full team, laying them on down, and last match was no exception.
All right, well, with that last match, the no exception match, Tugboat's calling it, dibbing at that, we are going to be signing out for the night. If you like what you saw here, be sure to follow us here at HXZ9 and at HXZ9 on Twitter. Also, follow our casters. We got Tugboat, we got Pulsable, we got Natty. It's at FBI_Tugboat, at Pulsable Media, and at Natty1337. That's Beatdown Boulevard. I'm going to put the other 2 casters on the screen as well from earlier tonight. Before we had Necra and Zark as well. So be sure to follow them. We got at Zark_casts and at Necra Gaming on both Twitch and Twitter for her. So be sure to follow them both. And with that, we will be signing off. We will see you tomorrow for some scrims around 8 o'clock. So until that time, take it easy.